I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up.
What is up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? Are we doing good? Are we kosher? Are we doing good? How's everybody doing? What is up? I am so glad and so thankful that I don't have to go into this today as aggressive as I thought I was going to have to go into it yesterday. Because I thought this was going to be a really, really, really aggressive live stream yesterday. And I don't think anyone understands the potential on how dirty this was going to get. This was going to get bad. You know. But it didn't turn out that way. Thank goodness, but we're still going to go through the story because I think the story still needs to be told, and I think there's still criticism that needs to be given. My big question is, why is Keem not paying him until September 1st? Okay, so to no fault of anybody who doesn't do YouTube, okay, let me explain how YouTube pays out and then how the Lolcows got paid out. Let's go ahead. You know what? First, before we get into that, I will answer that question. I'll get into that first, Velocity. I want to show y'all something really cute first. Okay. Okay, so you know how Top Tomato made Angry Xylie here, right? Well, Top Tomato decided to make some variations, and they're really super cute. I don't know what it is about Top Tomato, but they 1,000% get my personality. Like, I literally do these faces throughout a live stream. They get my personality. They 100% get my personality. Look at that. And she did 2 different variations, like the pink into like the red, and then like the pink to the purple. Isn't that cute? I didn't have time to like cut them out and put them on here, but you'll end up seeing them on this channel. This is super cute. It's like, I don't know what it is about Top Tomato. Top Tomato has my personality down to a T. and let me tell you now, these were all the faces I was making yesterday during the drama. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so let me explain YouTube, etc., all right? Because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, he's so wrong, he's not paying him till the 1st, he should pay him now. First of all, if you are a YouTuber, for example, y'all know I streamed last month in July. I'm not getting paid from YouTube in July until anywhere between the 21st and 25th of this month. Okay? And so we're always a month behind getting paid. The money you make in July, for this example, the money I made in July, I'm not getting paid by YouTube until anywhere between the 21st and the 25th. And there's a lot of factors in there. It could be the 21st can drop on a Monday, and your bank may not pay out on Mondays because it's not technically the business day or whatever, so you might not get it till the 22nd. The 21st may be on a Saturday, so that means you're not getting paid until the 23rd or 24th. So it's anywhere between the 21st and the 25th. Now, how Keemstar pays the Lolcows, or the 2 Lolcows and Tommy, is he pays them through his company. I believe his company payroll is on the 1st, and that's why Tommy's not getting paid until the 1st. So, don't run with that like that's sneaky. That's just standard practices. Okay? Because I see a lot of people in live stream chats that, to no fault of their own, don't really know how YouTube works. And I get that. They don't have YouTube channels, or they don't have monetized channels, and they don't understand how it works, that's what we're here to do. That's what we do here at Xylie Gets Real. We educate the people, okay? So now y'all understand. All right? Yeah, no problem, Velocity. That's what I'm here for, honey. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, Top Tomato did amazing, Corky. Absolutely. So that's how that works. I can tell you, behind the scenes, it was kind of chaotic yesterday. I noticed there was a narrative going around that that Tommy only did 1 live stream. And Keem actually believed that. So I had to tell Keem, I said, Keem, no. Tommy did 3 live streams. He did a live stream on the 9th, he did a live stream on the 10th, and he did a live stream on the 15th. So he actually did 3 live streams. He did the first 3 live streams. No, he did 3 out of the first 4 live streams of that month. Because remember, Keemstar on the 11th or 12th, Keemstar did the I Quit live stream where it was just him and he was up there bitching. He wasn't really saying, nobody else was up there with him. So, and I linked him the videos and stuff like that, and then he made his correction because he honestly thought it was only one for that month. Okay, so I have to give it to him. As soon as he got told the information, he corrected himself. I'll give that to Keemstar. As soon as he got that information, he corrected himself. So, yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. And again, I am thankful I do not have to be as aggressive as I was prepared to be. I was preparing myself yesterday to be ultra aggressive today and possibly burn bridges. I really was. I was very prepared to burn bridges. But we didn't have to do that. You know. Ben, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay. So what we're going to do... Oh, thank God, Nick. You know the one thing I am so thankful for with Nick? Thank God Nick spent time editing these yesterday and put these out as soon as possible, because I was going to have to message him going, listen, bro, I don't know how long it's going to take you to edit this stuff, and I'm going to go live about it tomorrow. I downloaded your live stream. I was just going to use his live stream because I downloaded that bitch. But he edited out the parts that I wanted, so... You know what, Platinum? I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Because all this was bullshit. All this was, it was crap. You know? So, alright, the first video we're going to do is, Nick's clip, and it's called, I Confronted Keemstar on the Lolcow podcast. Oh, this part was so funny.
Somebody in the chat asked if I'll pay Tommy C for his last month. His last month was June, and he was already paid for that. Yeah,
he's already been paid.
So he already got paid his last month.
Yeah, that's how jobs work.
When I was watching Nick's live stream on this, I hit the roof when I heard that. I hit the roof.
What a cheap dude. What a cheapskate.
I can't file a complaint in the United States. I don't have a lawyer to scrape up whatever is left. I need to get paid.
Janelle for 5. I can't stand them crapping on Tommy. That's a deal breaker for me. I get it.
That's it. This is my only recourse to ever see that money. My only recourse.
Yeah. Boogie, did you know that you didn't own a single piece of the show prior to today? Oh, he kicked me off the show. He kicked me off the show. Alright, can you get on your alt account and screen share it in this call?
Yeah, this right here, Tommy only did one stream in July. Keemstar actually believe he only did one stream. Because when I was, I'll tell you my part, you know, that way I'm not leaking the group chat. But, I told Keem, I said, actually, Tommy did 3 streams. And he was like, what? And I linked him the streams and told him the dates of those streams. And Keemstar really didn't realize that. He thought Tommy was just on that one stream for July. So, that's where he corrected this.
Yeah, I'll try, but it's not letting me join. It's saying DTLS connect.
Poor Smaggle. Poor Smaggle. I feel like Smaggle was abused that night by Nick. Poor Smaggle. Smaggle was having a hard time trying to do it. He was getting mad at his computer. He was getting mad at Nick. Nick's calling him all sorts of names. I'm sorry. I need that podcast with Willie, Tommy, and Smaggle. It has to happen. I don't care how it happens, but it has to happen. It has to. I'm sorry, bruh. I agree, Skip. I agree 100% with you.
And it's not letting me connect.
You're gonna make me spend $5 to get into the stream? Ugh, I hate you. I hate you, Smaggle. You're useless.
No, Nick, I'm trying.
My shit's clicking.
I'm gonna get into that, but
Y'all, listen. Smaggle is a national treasure, okay? Can we not? Can we not? We have to be nice to him. He's a little shit, though. I cuss his ass out, too. Don't get me wrong.
I just don't know what software to use because all that shit is like behind a paywall, and I don't know if it's.
I think it's relatively cheap. I think it's like $100 a year or some crazy shit, you know? Well, you'd have to look them up. There's a bunch of fucking AI that does this. It's insane. I see commercials for this all the time. It's so simple to make shorts. Like, it's literally click, bam, it makes a short for you.
Wait, they're gonna start doing AI generated shorts now after people told them to do that before?
I've gotten deep into that.
Wait, I don't get it. He doesn't want to talk about money, but he wants to talk about like all the
I need
details of how the show is
that if
created.
they're a fan, they're going to do this for free for us, for it to be like 30 minutes of your time. I don't want you over it. And then if you have
Any person, okay, listen. All right, how do I put this? Somebody editing for a show. Okay, there's a big difference between like Lolcow Live and me. I obviously don't make the money to where I can pay editors that do the line of editing that Lolcow Live does, okay? I'm lucky enough where I have a friend doing most of my editing, and I have someone that wants to learn about editing, and they do it. You know, if you're a big show like this, why are you asking people to do it for free? Now, I can understand asking them to do it for free to try out to edit shorts for you, but you should absolutely be paying them. I'm sorry. And anybody who is willing to do that for free, you're being played. I'm sorry. You're being played. This is not the clout that you want. It will not bring you clout. To all you little clout grabbers out there, Lolcow Live will not bring you clout. I'm telling you now, it will not. So stop it. Stop it right now.
to edit right.
Wait, he's begging for people to do free work?
You want done exactly right. You have the skills to actually edit and change it a little bit. You know.
What the dude? They're begging for free editors. This is insane.
Like, you put me on, I'll love to make sure.
Oh my god.
All right, you have 24. You have 24 hours to get on YouTube, start looking at tutorials. How does this AI Shorts thing work?
What?
Watch someone else use it so you know how to use it.
Dude, no. Wait, okay, I was wrong. This is content still.
I looked up.
Like how artists shouldn't be paid in exposure? No. No, they shouldn't. I can tell you what, like Top Tomato, that was a fan art that Top Tomato did. I didn't even know Top Tomato was even making what she put out on Twitter. I didn't even know she was making it. It's just all of a sudden I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know. But have I commissioned Top Tomato? I absolutely have. And I treat my artists well. Like, if my artist says something, I don't know, they give me a price of like $50, I pay him $75 because I give him a tip. Because the one thing you don't want to do is piss off artists. And you don't want to piss off editors either. All right? But you definitely don't want to piss off artists. I always tip my artists. They tell me how much, and as long as they weren't difficult in the process, like I've had some people, I'm like, okay, here's the money, all right? But the art that y'all see that I have used on my channel, if it wasn't fan art and I commissioned it, they tell me a price, I always give them more. Always. Treat your artists good, y'all. Janelle, I don't know what you're talking about.
YouTube tutorials.
Yeah.
Every single drama alert that fucking went up on Drama Alert, I edited that video myself.
No way, dude. You're like fucking.
Documentary.
Dude, you're like John Swan.
On Drama Alert, that was all like looked like a little mini documentary. I edited it.
Janelle, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. We're seeing side effects from it. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay. We're seeing side effects from it. I'm sure we're gonna get probably some flooding. But this time of year, I always get flooding, so. Yeah, exactly, Tom. You don't have to worry about me pissing you off.
myself. You know, it's
Oh my
like
gosh, bro.
if you teach yourself how to do something, like, you know,
You should get paid.
I don't know. Maybe I should teach myself how to do this fucking short shit. I don't know.
Wait, I thought he's leaving the show.
Just pay someone to do shorts for you, Keem. Come on, if they're a shorts editor, you don't have to. Bro, just pay someone to do shorts for you. Oh my god.
Oh.
4 or 5 different companies and shit.
10. But yeah.
10. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why. I mean, I'll do that shit for free. I don't want to get paid money for this. 'Cause
What?
I want to learn how to use AI. I mean, I don't really know much about it, but I'm
No.
You are an absolute idiot if you go to tell Keemstar that I don't want to get paid for this. So what happens when you do really good work for him and the shorts you made for that channel, they go viral. They get millions of views. You know what Keemstar is going to remember? That you told him that you didn't want to get paid for it. You idiot. You idiot.
Oh, stop! Stop!
Alaska's.
Do not do free work for these people.
Future.
Do not do free work. Stop!
Because you guys are invested in the show, and like you guys want to see us succeed.
Oh my god!
Skip.
I'm really excited for that. That's
Oh,
cool.
thank
And
you so
look,
much,
it-
man.
As y'all can tell, Skip's quite angry. Which I 100% understand. Because I can't believe they tried to do Tommy like this. I can't believe the caucasity. And yes, that's audacity for white people. Alright. I can't believe they had the caucasity to try this on Tommy. You know?
I appreciate
if there's anyone else out there that also wants to like have a shot at what he's gonna be doing, go for it. Let us know. Let us know that you're gonna start doing this too.
Dude, he wants,
Because
like,
it's
an
not
army
hard.
of free
It's just learning
workers.
how to use these fucking AI tools. That's it. And also another thing that we're gonna start doing, we're putting $1,000 every single month aside to pay bounties. We want you guys to clip the show, make your own fucking shorts, and put them up on your own platforms on TikTok, on Twitter, wherever the fuck you put them. And the people that get the most views, we just hand out like $100 to 10 different people or some shit like that. You know, if your clip goes viral, you get $100.
Dude, this is so malicious. So we couldn't go on Bo Black's stream to talk about Connor.
Okay. Before we get into this, what Nick says, all right? We'll go back a little bit. You are setting yourself up for people to get really pissed. You know, whoever has the most views. What if you missed one? What if you missed one that had 1 million views, but you paid out to people who had 900,000, 800,000, stuff like that? You are opening yourself up for shit.
You know, if your clip goes viral, you get $100.
Dude, this is so malicious. So we couldn't go on Bo Black's stream to talk about Connor, but now he's paying people to post on other channels about the
Tate was, like,
content.
kind of the first
True,
one that really
man.
It happens on the
popularized that.
podcast until it doesn't?
But
What?
the streamers do it now. It's like
That's so insane.
It's a great way for your fans to make money.
Dude, all of a sudden, after firing everybody for streaming on their own platforms, this guy just realized the value of having people clip their streams and talk about them.
You've done a good job.
This is fuck.
Yeah. We get mad at the antis taking clips from the show, taking like 15-minute clips from the show and putting it on their channels. We get mad at Connor going on Bo Black's stream. He gets mad at commentators like me talking shit because we get mad. You know, it's just all around angry. But guys, I want y'all to make shorts and put them out on your platforms.
Fucking
I think the fans
crazy.
really enjoy what you're doing with it. I mean, it's Lolcow live. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of drama. That's what people are gonna want to see. So I feel like this AI shit and the YouTube Shorts is gonna help a lot with the channel.
Yeah.
Get it some more
I just,
publicity. So
I am gonna be the host until further notice. I know I put a line in the sand for
He fucking
September 1st, 'cause that's when
self-inserted.
Drummer's coming back.
I knew it. He self-inserted into the
but
show.
I'm
It was all
probably gonna still be
bullshit.
the host after that. So
What?
the only way I'm stepping away from the show now that Tommy's gone and
He fired
one of the big
Tommy.
headaches is gone.
He just fired
and
Tommy.
It's just us three.
Just to steal his
I don't
job.
want to be lazy. I want to actually work extra hard. That's why I'm doing shit like I'm doing right now.
Oh, dude, this guy's a scumbag. What the fuck, bro?
So,
Bro, I was so mad. I was so mad. Oh my god.
there are going to be
he
times
straight up
where I can't
lied.
host the show because I am going to be too busy. But in those scenarios, we can test like guys like Camelot, or we can test Billy the Fridge, and he can come on one night that week. Even though
Bro,
I
this
do the other
sucks
show
so
that
bad.
week, right? And I don't want to rush this fourth host. Like, I don't want to rush this person at all. I want to be very, very confident with the next person that comes on the show. I need to be extremely.
You know, I have a question. I'm going to ask this question out loud. Okay? So, Tommy only did 3 shows in July. He missed half of July, right? So, my question is, Keem, did you take a cut when you weren't on all those podcast episodes? When it was just the 3 of them? Did you take a cut? You weren't there. Did you take a cut when you went on vacation? Did you? I feel like you didn't. I'm just saying. It's bullshit.
Confident. Like, dude, everyone that I've
He
worked
just
with,
wanted the job.
Fucking nightmare. And you know what they say? They say like, well, if you have all these problems with all these different people, maybe you're the problem. They say that, right? But then like nobody works as hard as I work, right? No one fucking like is accountable when it comes to work like I am, right? So
yeah, you're the most accountable, Keem. You're so accountable.
If you find someone that has the same mindset around work like I do, they're normally working for themselves. They're not working for someone else. So
oh god,
like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I work like 40 hours a week at a really shitty job, but I'm trying my best to do graphic.
So what do we get so far? We need people. So we're making wage slaves. I'm sorry, not even wage slaves. We're looking for free work from our fans to sustain our channel. We're gonna pay people to re-upload our content onto other platforms, even though we weren't for that in the beginning.
Do this, learn this AI stuff.
And Keem is replacing Tommy after he said he was quitting performatively.
30 minutes a day or some shit. So, all right, see you, man.
How do you want me to send you the video though once I'm done with it? You just want me to send it on the Discord?
Just reach out to us. You'll figure it out.
This is so funny.
Hit him up on Twitter. Probably best option.
Evening, guys.
What up?
So, with everyone trying to like work with the AI and everything else, YouTube, that's actually where I learned how to edit. I actually went to school and learned more through YouTube to edit.
What?
Yeah.
It's the best way to go. It's free. You don't need a college degree or pay for one.
You can.
I can't believe people from this community, even though it's the lower levels of this community, people from this community are literally trying to do this. Did y'all not see what happened to Tommy? Have you not heard the stories about Baited? Do you think you're special and it's not going to happen to you? Like, have you not heard what happened to Connor? I don't understand. Like, what? I mean, I understand people who aren't from this community trying to do this, but people from this community, do you not know? What?
You can probably learn more about being a lawyer on YouTube than you can at a fucking law school.
No.
Like, that's just the way
Oh
it is.
my
No, that's not
God.
true.
Keem,
No, that's
shut
definitely not
up.
true. That's horrible advice.
I learned graphic
No.
design.
Yeah, I agree with Nick. No. Do not listen to that. No. We're not going there. But Tom, okay, I get it. Poor Murdoch. But am I wrong, though? Am I wrong, Tom? I mean, I get it. I like Murdoch. Murdoch is such a sweetie. Every time I've had the pleasure of talking with Murdoch, he has always been very kind and very sweet and just a nice guy to talk to. But come on, he doesn't have the excuse to not knowing. You know? Toxic Piplup, I am absolutely not wrong. I am absolutely not wrong.
For,
Go to law
for
school.
Jenna Dewan. Because
Yes,
they
go to
decided
law
to make
school,
editor,
please.
graphic designer, and everything else.
Although, fun fact, okay, because I'm here to educate y'all. Do y'all know that lawyers is actually one of the jobs out there that is still considered like a trade where you technically don't have to go to law school. You can actually intern and work with lawyers for a certain amount of time and pass the bars and stuff like that. You don't actually have to set foot into law school, but you have to train under a lawyer. Like, you have to actually, you can't just go take the bar. You have to actually train. But yeah. Only in some states, true, but still. Yeah, Kim K's doing that, actually. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All for one pay, which... That was
I actually know somebody who passed the bar that way. toxic Piplup. Listen here, you little jerk. I will fight you.
Early on, I don't make that mistake no more.
Zero God said, let me know if free shorts doesn't work out. I've got it on lock. DM me. Bro, do it.
Yeah,
Make
YouTube
shorts for the
can't
show and put them out
train
there.
you,
We'll
yeah.
find
It's
you.
easy to do it. Make them and send them in.
Dude, just do it for free.
You don't even have to send them in. Put them on your own platforms. Make them go viral. We'll see.
I thought this show was making tons of money. Why are we
I was talking
cheapskating?
to Keem, and I'm like, man, I'm pissed that all these viral clips went viral on TikTok and they're not on our channel. He goes, no, it's a good thing, man. Let shit go viral. He's right. I want you guys going viral with our clips. He's right.
It's promotion.
Yes, Mar, that's the more technical, but the whole point is not stepping into a law firm, not stepping into a law school is what I mean, Mar. Come on now, you knew what I meant.
Yeah, you make the money.
Well, you don't make money on your own
That
shorts. That's
fucking
not...
retard Duty streams. That piece of shit Duty streams. Well, I'm not even joking. He'll take 15 minutes of our live stream and upload it with no commentary, no opinion, nothing. He just steals 15 minutes. Bro, what are you doing?
Hey, quick question though. How's my mic sound right now?
Better?
There you go.
It's still clipping a little bit, but
It's still clipping.
Yeah.
What is Monty King to you?
Discord
Person?
sucks.
Who is Monty King? Nicholas
Makes me
Dillon.
kind of want to pull out the boom mic. 'Cause we have all the professional gear here, but it's hard to
Keem hasn't
integrate.
taken a paycheck. This is how we get. Yeah, dude. Keem was like feigning like I'm not gonna take a paycheck for this. It's not my job.
You know what? I should probably
No, they just wanted to split it 3 ways, and they fucked Tommy and they asked about it. Keem wanted to.
I think that's exactly what happened. They saw how much money they made, and they saw an opportunity. Look, the way I look at it, he streamed January 9th, 10th, and 15th. Okay, so the 15th was the last day. And then he had a 10-day approved vacation. That's practically your whole month of July. The vacation was approved. Tommy and Keem both said it on the Lolcow Live. Keem even said about how him and Tommy were switching up, covering for each other for their vacations. Like, it was approved. Sorry about it.
To be the star of the show.
No,
He
but I
wanted to
appreciate
fucking-
yesterday at least letting me on. That was still enjoyable.
This is crazy.
You're a cool guy.
Although I think Wing saw it, but y'all missed it. Me cooking last night for the entire BC.
Really? What you
No.
make?
What'd you
I
cook?
did chicken pieces, pretty much chicken tenders. But
This guy did a cooking stream and made chicken tenders. This guy's great, dude.
Took the whole rig into my
He should be the
kitchen.
new host, dude. He's great.
What do you got, All Trade Films?
This guy made chicken
So
tenders.
what? Poster tomorrow for the grocery store stream.
Yeah, I need a poster.
I can make. I know how to use.
Wait, he's begging for
I use
posters
AI
now?
tools and images.
What's your
on YouTube
Twitter?
He wants free assets on top of his free editing.
Okay.
On top of his free
I'll do the
promotion.
same task Jerry has.
Alright, I can make you a short and
For tryouts, I can understand, but when they start making it for you on the regular, you need to pay them. You got a big show, bro. Come on.
poster if you want.
I'm pretty sure the actual logo was AI generated. I know Keem's too lazy to
find
use
good people,
AI.
man.
We need to find good people, then pay them, asshole.
I'm really good.
Pay people what they're worth.
I love that about.
I don't
anyway.
respect you. So, I respect
Oh, good, man. Let's show you. So,
Oh, he's
I
getting quiet.
sent you the
Doesn't know
Aiden
what
Ross thing, right?
Yeah. I saw it in the
That's
chat.
that's kind of like the vibe that I'm going for on Twitter.
Okay.
And then I'll give
Dude,
you.
I can't not call this out. This is like a Hassan
references
Piker.
of how I want it to look.
You're getting paid in clout.
Alright, bet.
I like those two guys. ASAP.
Young black economist, I don't know what you're talking about. That we're not talking about that. I don't even know what you're talking about, but that's not the subject we're talking about today. I don't know what you're talking about.
As soon as possible, just start working on it now.
This is like a cloud transaction. This is gross.
So you see the first one, how the guys are like nice and bright. I like the guys and how detailed they are in that first one. And then in the second one, image that I sent you, I like that background landscape, like really good. And then in that car,
He's doing some
have that
fucking
supposed to be
champagne
like,
socialism.
Pepsi chips, you know,
Yeah,
like Scott
yeah,
Bucks
yeah,
eat, right?
Yeah, I got it.
And it's got to be like Boogie Wings Go Shopping live Thursday 6 p.m. Eastern. What will they put in the card? Shit like that, you know.
Yeah, I can do that. Thank you.
All right, I appreciate you. Bring someone else up.
Thank
Brady.
you, Keem. Thanks
You
for
got my
giving me
Twitter
work and
DM,
not
so
paying me.
we got contact. Yeah, this is the thing, man. I need go-getters, right?
Then go get a paycheck for him.
Nick's like, then go get a paycheck for him.
What up, Devin?
Hey, came on here to say, just like all trades, I'm interested in the poster editing, stuff like that.
All right, bet. What else? What
So
other
is this a
skills you
paid position? What do you mean they're interested
Well,
if it's
I do
free?
graphic design.
Maybe I'm wrong about that?
That's my main job.
Wait, why are they?
AI,
Surely they're
editing,
paying for this
video editing,
poster.
stuff like that. So.
What? No, you don't. What is your Twitter? Are you just trying to get DMs open with me?
No, I'm for real.
No, there's no way they're
graphic
interviewing
design,
for a free
mostly
position.
AI,
Maybe I'm wrong.
What's your Twitter?
Devon, DEVON, WMorris.com.
I don't respect you. So,
No,
Devin
it's
Morris.
It's Devin W. Morris.
How do you spell Morris?
Morris. It's the same profile picture on here. I don't know if you can see it.
Okay. Well, I'm sending you the same kind of pictures that I just sent the other guy, and you heard how I explained everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we got 3 people making posters. Let the best one win.
Oh my god, he's doing an art contest for free promotion.
On the first image, remember,
okay, there's a
how
bounty,
they
right?
are.
Is this one of the bounties?
Guys' bodies and their shirts. I like them.
I just cannot believe. I cannot believe with everything that went down, people are. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The second image, I really like the background with all the vegetables, and like I think everything's fucking good with that. But
Surely
it's a
he'll
little
pay
dark,
the winner,
and
right?
I don't like the guy's shirts.
I don't think
The
that's
second
good,
one,
but it's
plus
better
that
than
part needs to
nothing.
be filled with junk food.
Okay.
That's toxic.
I love some of these MS Paint ones. Let's go with that. Look at that fucking. It's fucking great. You guys are a fucking trip.
Brady, put someone else on there.
Hello. Sorry.
Marco.
Yeah. Hey, Keem. Sorry for the
Marco.
microphone quality. Yep.
Hello.
Very funny. But yeah, sorry about the microphone quality. We have a power outage here, so I can't like use my XLR microphone setup. So
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. I just wanted to ask real quick, since the weather. Sorry. As I was saying.
Oh my god.
Are you getting yelled at by your mom?
Yeah, just stay here for a couple days. Moving out here for college.
You should not be giving the show $10.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, shoot.
Yeah. Did you guys say like tornado warnings in your area? Because I heard the Buffalo area had some issues with that.
Yeah. A tornado just very close to me just ripped up right through Buffalo, downtown, actually. Yeah.
Holy.
All right, let's get to where Nick calls in. I think that's Nick there. Yeah, that's Nick. All right.
Hello.
Oh, he is here.
I was trying to join, and then it gave me the option to join, so I hit the join button. What's up?
Nick, do you like the idea of Fat Camp?
Yeah, I think we should do it in like a ghetto in Detroit. We should be fearing for our lives the entire time while we do it.
Okay, Nick. Sir, no.
Dude, I think it would be awesome. Imagine if it was like 10 large creators. Like Nicholas, whatever the fuck his name is.
Cruz?
Nick Avocado. Nick Avocado. Like Billy the Fridge. Who else? Like just big guys.
So,
It'd be amazing.
do you mind if I ask a question? Because I've been listening to some of this stuff.
As long as it's not about finances.
It's exactly about finances.
Yeah, see,
we're
let's
talking
see.
about
Well, it's your finances. You're the ones talking about it.
Go ahead. I'll
So
see.
what's the
Possibly
whole?
I'll answer it.
So I thought the whole thing with the show was that you didn't want people doing stuff off platform, and now you guys are like letting people clip streams and post it all to their channels and stuff like that. That seems like a pretty big departure of the
What is
previous
Bunty King
guard.
A person? Who is Bunty King?
Well,
Nicholas Diorio?
clipping and posting it out there and putting a bounty is like pretty much the standard with all streamers now.
Yeah, but you were in like.
No, it's not! No, it's not! Oh my god! Yeah, it's for like Twitch streamers where there's people who either run a YouTube channel for them, or like in Hassan's case, there's people who have YouTube channels based on Hassan's content. But it's not the standard.
Like strike that other guy for clipping the stream.
Well, he put 15 minutes unedited.
Well, yeah, but 15 minutes of a 3-hour podcast, you should be pretty specific with what you want them to do. Are you looking for like 30 seconds or like 2 minutes?
Do you really believe that? Or are you just trying to criticize? Do you really believe that? Like you think of...
No, I think that you should be very specific, or you're gonna have people start re-uploading huge sections of your videos. 100%. That's what that's what all the clip channels who watch Wings and Boogie are gonna think.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, well, those guys are retarded. They just have been unchecked, right? You can't take... this should be standard, no? You can't...
Those guys are in your audience. Those guys are sitting in here right now. No, you need to be clear, Keem.
But you're now giving them consent and putting a bounty and telling people they can make money by clipping the show.
Well,
so you should be
everyone...
very specific when you give them consent with what they can and can't clip.
I think everyone knows like a clip is like a minute up to like maybe 3 minutes top. Like it's a clip. Like if you take like anything longer than, I don't know, 5 minutes, like it's like just theft, right?
I mean, it depends.
Isn't that what everyone thinks?
No, that's why I think you should be specific. I think that goes wildly unchecked on all sectors of the internet. So no.
Yeah.
So you're doing the whole like self-insert thing. You're becoming the third host.
I will be until we're very, very confident. Well, I mean, this was a theory that you guys did a long time ago. Yeah. You're like, yeah, Keem's just going to try to insert himself. Well,
I think Billy the Fridge is the only person that can do it. But I kind of don't want Billy the Fridge to do it. I like Billy the Fridge too much. Oh God, you wanted the frog face guy? Oh God, he was creepy. There is no way. Oh, Ben, you would love that guy. Ugh. Ugh.
It's been my show from the very beginning of my creation.
Thank you for admitting that.
You know, it's always been that way, and everyone knows that. It's not like something that needs to be admitted.
Yeah, are you criticizing that though?
Yeah, a little
Him
bit.
Taking back control of his show that he
Absolutely
owns?
not.
Now he owns the show. Like, what happened to the 25-25-25?
You won't get me on that train. I can tell you that right now. Absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Split. Like with
Well, listen, you gotta understand. Wings goes out and says, "I own a part of the show," and da 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 da. And I think when he was, I don't remember the exact thing that was being leaked, and I just kind of let that slide because technically they are getting 25% of like what the show makes, but they don't technically own it, and it's like it gets confusing.
You see, this is why Darkside Phil didn't want to do it though. He knew you guys were gonna fuck them over with the shares.
Nobody got fucked over.
Boogie, did you know that you didn't own a single piece of the show prior to today? I know you're gonna say yes because you're a dick sucker, but
Yeah. Okay. So this is the problem.
Come on.
Good question. Good question. That was a damn good question. That Nick, why did you kick Nick? Because Boogie and Wings probably actually believe they own part of the show. No, you get paid for the show. You don't own part of the show. No, that's not how that works. No.
Be honest. Oh, he kicked me off the show. He kicked me off the show. He didn't want Boogie to answer, so he kicked me off the show. He kicked me off the show.
Lyrics, right? I was on this Chud Logic with Nicholas Stewart lyrics, and they're just trying to get like anything.
Now he's complaining about the Chud Logic stream. Oh God.
They're like, well, why is the NDA? You don't need an NDA. That's gonna be the content. Why are you faking this? Why are you faking the script? Like, why are you doing this? And they're just so fucking thirsty just to have something. And so I confronted Nick about this. I go, Nick, come on, man. You clearly want the show to fail.
Wait, he's talking about the DMs now, right?
No, I love the show.
Yes, I said this in my show. Yes, I said this here.
Look how desperate he is just to have something to try to like fucking. Come.
All the negatives is viewed as a personal attack.
These guys fucking want the absolute worst for the show.
No, you are providing the worst for the show.
It's like so fucking pathetic.
Yeah,
bro. It's like, he helped us find Connor, and Connor was legitimately a horrible editor.
Everyone loved Connor while he was making content.
It was spammed over and over again in our comments every edit he did because he would always make horrible editing mistakes. And when they talked about Connor,
he would also say the same thing about Tommy, and then he would pull up comments that had no likes.
Editor. In fact, they started doing propaganda like, oh, Connor's a great editor, and he's been doing a great job for Lolcow Live, and Keemstar fired him just because he talked shit.
Connor was the best editor. I have been well, the editor's not there anymore. But with this new editor, I complained from the first thing they edited. I did not like the newest editor that y'all had. I thought they sucked. I said it here. I was probably one of the first ones to say it out loud. I didn't like that new editor. That new editor sucked. Connor was the best editor y'all had. And you know another reason why Connor was the best editor y'all had? Because Connor understood commentary enough to know to pick out the good parts of a stream. He understand how to pick the good parts out of a stream and meld it together. This new editor, no, he sucked. I didn't like him. I mean, he didn't completely suck, but he was just not as good as Connor. I'm sorry. Connor was the best editor you had on that show.
He did.
I thought talking to
I stand by that.
Part of the content. And
it was. He begged D-Max to do that. He didn't want to.
Respect for these guys. Like they're just.
Wait, you lost respect for us in December and stayed friends with us all year?
Let's spin this and let's do that. And it's like they're the ones that are creating the forced drama. They're the ones
that was 8 months ago.
False narratives and creating fucking drama.
What do you mean?
Scandals on Lolcow Live in their own fucking head and saying it on their own show. And
this was 8 months ago.
The show is fucking forced drama. Like it's so hypocritical. They look so fucking stupid.
Here's the thing I've noticed and I blocked most commentary channels at this point. A lot of them take like.
You haven't blocked me. I still see you, Boogie. Matter of fact, Boogie, we still follow each other on Twitter. I mean, I get that, Skip, but he was the best editor they had on that show. And Keem comes out with new problems about Connor all the time.
a very small seed of reality, and they try to make it grow into like this big fucking dramatic thing when it really ain't that big of a deal.
Boogie lied about cancer 2 weeks ago.
Often. It's so fucking stupid.
How are you giving that criticism to me?
Connor was acting like a fucking ex-girlfriend. Remember, he was like posting. He still probably posted about fucking Lolcow Live.
This is the most insane cope stream I've ever seen.
Where's the Nicholas Diorio fucking going through Connor's fucking thread, showing how fucking unhinged and what a crybaby bitch this guy
I supported the thread publicly.
It's not there. It's not
I
there.
tweeted in support of it.
I don't know what thread he's talking about. I'll have to find that thread maybe.
They can't be trusted. They're not fair and balanced. They don't.
I agree with
look
Connor.
at things and be like, okay, this guy's acting unhinged. Let me confront them. No, it's always Keemstar did this and Keemstar did that and fucking this show did that. It's always like some fucking bullshit.
Hello.
And by the way, if the show is so fucking fake, Tommy, you're no longer on it. Show everyone. Give everyone. The
I think we got it. I think we got the evidence.
He doesn't have any because it's not.
I think we got the evidence.
Hello.
Oh God, here's Grace Thorpe.
Grace Thorpe is now here. Oh, come on, Grace, don't ruin my content. I'm trying to do content cow.
Thank you for.
Dude, this is content cow.
Of course. I wanted.
Sorry if it sounds like I'm talking over it a lot. I can't pause because it's live, and I don't want to let it play because she's gonna strike my channel. 100%. Sorry. I know if you find, I don't think a lot of people have been pointing it out, but they will in the VOD. So I just want to say that.
Grace is annoying. Do you know that Grace?
Thank you, Grace, for getting off the street.
Much. I can't stand that man. Boo-hoo, you're actually very correct in that. Boogie follows people he's afraid of. Yes.
I can't think of a single commentator.
Dude, he's just mad that nobody likes his show.
How bad.
Okay, so we're gonna hop to. Okay, so they kicked Nick out around here.
Wait, why is Boogie insulting other people's views? Videos on him own the algorithm.
Do you know if PKA? Do you know if any of those guys like talk shit about our show or talk about our show?
Probably not.
They mostly talk shit about me over there. They have like a rage boner for me.
A rage boner. Dude, he sounds like every disgruntled former content creator who got exposed.
Oh my god. The fuck? Gotta kick Nick out of here. He's rebroadcasting. The fuck?
Okay, here's another thing. People, do y'all know y'all cuck the content? You clippers out there, do y'all know y'all cuck the content? We would have got more of this if y'all hadn't have started posting that shit on Twitter. Nick was literally running an op on a live stream, and you guys cucked the content because you couldn't wait to put that clip out. Y'all are the reason why we couldn't finish listening to that. I'm just saying. I know Tommy posted it, but he posted somebody clipping it. Yankee, thank you. It wasn't Tommy's clip. It was somebody else's clip that they put out on Twitter. The Clippers messed it up, but that's okay. We still got content out of it. I wasn't yelling at you. If you think that was me yelling, Yankee, you obviously ain't been around here long enough to know what's me yelling.
Doing? Ban Nicholas Diorio.
Yankee.
Weird. Why are you doing
He's rebroadcasting it on YouTube.
It's news. Oh god. Ugh, L people lol. All right. Well, fuck. Did I write in the wrong chat to come watch? No, I didn't. Oh fuck. Oh, because its clips are going up right now. That's what's happening. I figured out what's happening. Clips are getting posted. So, the clip of Tommy not getting paid for the month of July just went up, and Tommy saw it.
Banging hookers or nothing, so I'm probably gonna hang out with you guys. Play Fallout 76 and bullshit.
A Boogie was so fired, not Tommy. You lose track of how many
Somebody in
fire
the chat asked if I'll pay Tommy C for his last month. His last month was June, and he was already paid for that. Yeah. So he already got paid his last month.
Yeah, that's how jobs work.
Hey. Nick would have that ringtone. Nick would have that ringtone. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna tell you something. As an old soul of like old hip hop and old R&B, Nicholas Diorio was raised right. Let me tell you, we've had many conversations about old hip hop and stuff like that. He was raised right. Just saying.
What a cheap fuck, dude. What a cheapskate.
Hello.
No, are you still live? Well, okay, but they can hear me. That's why I'm asking. A Boogie was so fired, not Tommy. Do you want? No, they can't track of how many fires to mute.
If I'll pay Tommy C for his last month.
Before you say anything.
Yeah, we're all screaming at him to stop this because it just kept looping while he was talking to Keem. Because we all wanted to faintly be able to hear what Keem was saying. So, just, I'm sorry for the URR to your ears for the next 2 minutes, alright? Yeah, let the record show he played Backstreet Boys on his stream yesterday. Skip asked me, she was like, Skip messaged me, was like, why is Nick playing Backstreet Boys? I said, because he's a dork and Deadpool, that's why. Because Nick's a dork. That was so funny when she messaged me going, why is he playing Backstreet Boys? Or NSYNC, whatever. It doesn't matter, Smasher. You know what song it was.
June, and he was already.
No, they can hear me. That's why I'm saying they can hear what I'm saying. Would you like me to mute my mic while we talk? Yeah, that's how jobs work. Okay. What a cheap fuck, dude. No.
Okay, listen. Y'all can argue about Backstreet Boys and NSYNC all you want, but New Kids on the Block were the innovators, okay? New Kids on the Block blows them all away. Fight me, all right? Thank you. All right, your little boy bands. You know what? It was New Kids on the Block first, so stop. Okay? Now go ahead and have your little arguments, but New Kids on the Block was better. Fight me. Fight me. I mean, Menudo was good. Menudo was good. But, like, as far as, like, mainland American boy bands, it was New Kids on the Block.
You guys are talking about the show.
Hello. Like banging hookers or nothing, so I'll be hanging out with you guys. Play Fallout 76 and bullshit.
Not the same genre, Corky.
You lose track of how many
Somebody in
fire
the chat asked if I'll pay Tommy
No,
C for
not at
his
all.
last
I think when
month.
you're
His
covering
last
stuff
month
that's going on with the show, and you're discussing not paying
He was
Tommy
already
for the
paid
month of
for
whatever,
it, yeah.
or whatever, I think that's all
So
justifiable.
he already got paid his last month.
You're not paying Tommy for the month of July. What a cheap. He was employed by your podcast in the month of July. Yes.
Hello. Like banging hookers.
Yeah, because he told you he was going on vacation with his family. That doesn't automatically mean you don't get to pay him for the month of July. You lose track of how many
Somebody in
fire
the chat asked if I'll pay Tommy C for his last month. His last month was June.
Would you matter if I record it and then stream it tomorrow?
So he already got paid.
Would it be better if I recorded the thing and then streamed it tomorrow when I wasn't already live?
What a cheap fuck, dude. What a
So why are you guys
cheapskate.
discussing all the private aspects of the show? Isn't the whole thing for your show that you fire up the stream and just...
That's the whole point. Why are y'all constantly talking about private stuff on your show? Stop it. It shouldn't be discussed on your show. There is no damn way that I would sit there on the broadcast and talk about how we were paying each, or how we would get paid and how we run our show in the background and who had access to the channel and all that shit. I'd be damned if I would have sat there and had that discussion in front of the audience. Get the hell out of here. That's so trailer park. I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and say it. That is trailer park. You don't need to discuss that shit.
discuss all this stuff live?
A boogie was off fire, not Tommy.
You lose track.
Yeah,
It's a members only stream where you're discussing all of the drama about the situation while the podcast is staying quiet about
He
it.
was already paid for that. Yeah. So he already got paid his last month.
No, when I got in there, it was Tommy, Chud Logic, Nick Diorio. It was all
What
about
a
us.
cheap fuck, dude.
Whenever it was about like random.
Banging hookers or nothing, so.
Well, thankfully, it was a short enough section that I guess you guys can pay me the bounty tomorrow. Because I'm gonna probably have the most.
You lose track of
Somebody in the chat asked if I'll pay Tommy C for his last month. His last month was June, and he was already paid for that. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay,
All right.
Keem, Tommy did not fuck you. Tommy did not fuck you. He didn't stop coming to work. He asked for a vacation. No. Yes. How?
I think Keem literally felt like nobody has my side on this and he doesn't understand why. Listen. When everyone is telling you to pay Tommy and everyone is on Tommy's side, doesn't that tell you something? Latchkey, quit squirreling. Stefan had a question. I got a question about this whole show being fake. In NDA, there's a thing that says they cannot say anything if it wasn't written and approved. Okay, what's the question? It was in the NDA. I don't know. I don't know. It also means you can't talk about it. Like, it's just you can't talk about the show at all.
Streams. Him coming to streams and like fucking just sitting there and vaping and not actually talking.
Keem, these are all arguments that came up after the fact. These weren't the arguments that were presented before. Keem, Boogie faked cancer and did a crypto scam, and in response, you fired Tommy.
Yeah, because Boogie's fucking entertainment. This is the entertainment business.
Dude, are you fucking kidding? Dude, look at your subreddit, your whole subreddit.
Bro, your last month, we literally call it Cancer Month. That was Cancer Month. What are you gonna do for this month? Okay, you got the problems with Tommy. How's that working out for you? Your subreddit is so pissed. Your subreddit turned against you. Bro, what?
Reddit thinks that Tommy's entertaining. That's why all the posts on the subreddit are pro Tommy.
Boo-hoo, they actually do act like that, don't they? Keem owns Boogie and Wing Soul. They actually act like that. They act like Keem owns them. Oh my god.
Okay, then your Discord server or your comment section. This isn't baited. Yeah, because it was stupid when you fired Connor too.
Who is Bunty King? Nicholas Diorio?
If I fucking fire Boogie, they'd all be like, bring him back. They did do that. I did fire Boogie, but they did do that.
Okay, but the Boogie shit was bullshit. You were never actually going to fire Boogie. That was just more of the whole...
I really didn't want to, but I did fire him. He was fired.
Oh, which time? The first time or the most recent time? You guys go to the well too much on this. No, but this is why people think your show is fake. No show has a weekly firing.
I wouldn't have signed that NDA. I absolutely would not have signed that NDA. And I would have told him to shove it up his ass just like Tommy did. I wouldn't have signed that NDA. Hell no. What?
No, that's the same subject.
Wait, stop changing the subject and going on to edit all these different tangents. You're purposely fucking attacking my company and my business over and over again to the point where now you're coming into my member stream and rebroadcasting it on your show. Bro, what is your fucking problem?
Keem, if you're going to talk about the current trending drama of the situation, you probably shouldn't paywall it because people are going to react to it. No, I don't care. That's my thing is, yeah, I know I shouldn't stream a members thing. I do not care. I will stream it because it's about the content of the current drama. These people need to know what's happening. Yeah, 100%. Sure. I'm not disagreeing with you that you shouldn't fucking stream private streams. I'm telling you I did it, and I think it's funny.
I mean, at least he told you.
All right, well.
And by the way, hold on. No, you're staging this whole thing as I'm attacking your brand. Wait, hold on. You're staging this whole thing as I'm attacking your brand. I want this show to be successful. I want this show to be good because it creates more content for me when I don't...
We all want this show to be good. We all want this show to be good because guess what? People love to hate Boogie. People love to hate Boogie. And it does well on React streamers. React streamers do very well. So of course we want the show to be successful. Of course we do. Duh. Why would we want the show to go away when people love to hate Boogie? It makes no sense. Lump Willie for 199. Lyrics took the biggest L in all this, to be honest. I don't agree. I don't agree. Thank you for the 199.
I don't have to stream your member streams. I can just stream the live one.
Oh, wait. I know what you're talking about, Lump Willie. Okay. No. I know what you're talking about because of what Keem said about lyrics. Okay. I kind of do agree with you. Actually, now that I think about it, I actually kind of do agree with you because of what was said. But I think we skipped that part. Yeah.
But the live ones are bad. Because I disagree with you about how you treated all of my friends.
I don't respect you.
So, oh no! What am I gonna do?
Keem, you sucked at your job. You were the one who didn't realize he didn't do a short for an entire month.
Was there any mentioning of fucking Connor's horrible editing when you talked about?
No, because Connor's editing was better than your most recent editor that you fired on stream.
True.
Because you're not acknowledging the fucking truth.
What?
All the comments in the entire Reddit was fire Connor, and then once I did fire Connor,
did I not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you.
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
The problem is I can't take your word for it because when I was on the team, you would selectively you would selectively go read the comments to find 2 upvoted posts about how Tommy was bad, and you'd ignore all the ones with 150 upvotes saying how he was awesome for the show. You were like selectively looking for people to agree with you in the comment sections all the time.
On the Connor subject, go back to when Connor was not fired and go read the comments. Go back to the Reddit, bring it back to before Connor was fired and read the Reddit.
I thought your whole position is that the comments don't matter. It's just a bunch of losers on Reddit.
They don't matter.
Yeah, Lumpy Willie, it was. No, you're right. I remember that. You're right. I completely forgot about that until it just hit me. It was like, oh, no, I think you're right, actually.
Right? But what I'm saying is, you will see everyone complaining that he was bad at editing, and then you can go back and you can also watch the fucking footage.
Okay, Keemstar, I don't... See, this is what bothers me about Keem with this show. I don't think he understands the amount of haters he actually has watching his show. And those haters will say anything. But you know what? Those haters liked Tommy. They liked Tommy. Because Tommy would tell Boogie to shut the hell up. Because Tommy would tell those two guys, all right, let's get back on track. He would put them in their place. I think Keemstar underestimated how much Tommy is liked. Honestly. He didn't do the optics check. Steel Bones for 5. Keem's #1 rule he operates by: I am always in the right and proven in the right. A rule he rarely breaks. Yeah. Definitely in this situation.
Of the things that he edited and see all the editing mistakes. He never leveled out the audio. He actually legitimately rushed through that and fucked up the audio. He fucked up the clips. They didn't, you know how when you put two clips together so the conversation flows? He just fucking chopped it like in the middle of sentences. Like, he did a fucking...
I found the show much more watchable when Connor edited than comparing it to most recent podcasts.
True. Janelle, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. 07's in the chat, everybody. Thank you.
You know who else is supposed to be your friend? Me. And you keep fucking...
Oh, but don't play me that. I'm not trying to attack everything you're doing. I don't like what's...
Okay, this part right here, I'm going to be honest. I think this part kind of got to Nick. Because he is friends with Keem. And he literally sees this issue between two of his friends. And I think that got to Nick in the sense of, oh, shit. Why are you going to pull that card on me? Yeah. It was manipulative. Yeah.
Supposed to be your friend? Me. And you keep fucking...
Oh, but don't play me that. I'm not trying to attack everything you're doing. I don't like what's the direction of the show. Well, I can't really help you with that because you take every criticism as an attack and it's not personal.
But see, that's the one thing about Nick. It doesn't matter if you're his friend or not. If he sees you doing something wrong, he's going to tell you. That's what Nick does. If Nick doesn't like you, he'll let you burn. And then call you out when it's content. But if he's your friend, he will literally let you know ahead of time, hey, I think you're going down the wrong path. You need to fix it. Optically, it doesn't look good, or this is not good. You shouldn't be doing that. But if he doesn't like you, he'll sit back and let you burn and then make content out of it. Listen, I've been checked by Nick before. He got me on the right path at one point. And he was right. He was right. I would do the same to him if I thought he was doing something wrong. I'd be like, Nick, no. You know? Nick was literally, with that statement there, I felt like Keemstar was literally putting Nick in the middle. And Nick didn't want to be, but he obviously was in the middle. Yeah, that's absolutely what friends do. That's absolutely what friends do. Someone is not your friend if they're constantly kissing your ass. They're not your friend. A friend will call you out on your bullshit, and they're calling you out on your bullshit to help you because they don't want to see you fail. A friend that kisses your ass and becomes a yes man or a yes woman to you, they don't give a fuck whether you fail or not. They don't care. Oh, let me get rid of that damn heart. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get rid of that damn heart. That damn heart gets on my nerves. All right. So, Nick was literally being a friend to Keem. Jack Walker for 5. If you have friends that don't keep you in check when you screw up, you don't have friends at that point. I agree. I agree.
I have to qualify every single thing I say about you with, by the way, guy's my friend, but like I think what he's doing on the show sucks, and because I know if I don't do that, you're not gonna get that out of it. The reason I left the show in the beginning when you lied to me about wanting to shit can Tommy is because I didn't want to be in a position where I'm in between the two of you, and that's all I've been for the last 8 months. While you've been threatening to fire him multiple times. I called you and I said, hey, so are you looking to fire Tommy? And you're like, no, why'd you ask that? Because you told Connor, went on a screaming rant to Connor about how you were going to can Tommy, and how he sucks for the show and interrupts everybody. All the same talking points from right now, by the way. All the same ones you just listed.
Nicholas Diorio?
I told Connor that I was going to fire Tommy.
Yes.
Before you asked me.
Yes, that's why I called you, because we talked.
That may be true, and maybe the temperature changed. Maybe I was pissed off in a moment and had a rant with Connor.
But you've had so many moments in the last calendar year where you were going to just shit can Tommy. I was so relieved when you finally did it, because I just didn't want to be in between this whole fucking thing anymore. I was telling Tommy just to quit.
Now that it's done and over, can you stop like fucking attacking me? Because like, bro, coming in, like you know this is fucked up.
Keem, nobody is attacking you. Nobody attacked you. Nobody attacked you. At all. We just called out the bullshit. That's it. Nobody attacked you, Keem. Nobody. Even during the I'm not paying Tommy for July thing and everybody was having to pay, nobody attacked you, Keem.
Keem, you set me up and you tried to do a whole joke or whatever where you're like, Nick, you want to go to fucking fat camp? What? Because I responded and I turned the conversation on you. It's bad.
I don't respect you.
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
You don't like when people laugh at you.
I'm not laughing at you. I think you would beat all these guys. They have no willpower. You do.
Okay. Thanks, Keem. I appreciate that. I wish you didn't take every single critique as like me personally attacking you or wanting the show to fail, because it just feels weird. We talk up shit about things all the time. It's just because it's yours that I have to treat you with kid gloves. I'm on your side all the time. The entire internet thinks I suck your dick, like on every drama.
You do the exact opposite. It's fucking because we're cool.
Yeah, but see, that's the funny part, is anybody who aligns himself with Keem in any kind of way, whether it's defending a point where Keem is actually in the right, you're a Keem dick sucker. Nick gets it bad because he outwardly says, I'm friends with Keemstar. And he gets it really bad because he just says he's friends with Keemstar. That comes with a lot of shit. Just having Keem on your platform will get you a lot of shit. But I'm grown. I do what the hell I want. You know? That's it right there, Mater. The problem is Keem can't take criticism. He takes criticism as attacks, and they're not attacks, they're criticism. There is a difference.
Dude, I've been in your corner for like the last 4 years on so many dramas. That's insane that you're saying that.
At the end of the day, here's what's gonna happen. Okay, Tommy.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why?
You could hear Nick move really quickly when he said that. And you'll find out what he said. For those of you who didn't watch this, you'll find out what he said in the next video. So. Skip says he was growing on Beam, but not anymore. He's burned every bit of goodwill he built these past few months. You know, Skip, I think that's fair. I think that's absolutely fair to say. I really do. I think that's fair. I think anybody with that criticism or with that thought process about him because of this whole not paying Tommy thing, I get it. Or firing Tommy and then not paying him thing, I get it. I understand. I can't say you're wrong at all. I can't. I get it. You know?
There's no fucking issue. I'm so sick of this fucking non-stop attacks.
He said something I didn't want to leak, sorry.
But you attack me on every...
Okay, but I'm not attacking you on every single decision. I am not, like, this is not true. It feels that way because you don't want me critiquing your show. By the way, up until this point, I thought this wasn't even your show. I thought this was just their show.
Well, dude, you gotta understand, Wings is like constantly fucking like...
Skip, I 100% agree, and that's why I was ready to burn the bridge. If it wasn't resolved yesterday, and we still got the first to come up, and hopefully, you know, he put it out there on Twitter, and knowing Keem being that he put it out there on Twitter, he's going to do it. But if it wasn't, I'm going to pay Tommy for the month of July, coming into this stream today, I was ready to burn the bridge. I was. Because I'm the same way. You got to treat people right. And I know how successful Tommy wanted that show. You know? Like I said, I was going to go into this stream a lot more aggressive than what I am now. A lot more aggressive. I was going to go nuclear.
Leaking out fucking all kinds of shit. Like, I own 20, well, he gets paid 25% of what the show makes. Right? So that's the difference, right? Like, that is the fucking...
The general audience thought there was a split ownership. Why did you go along with it if they weren't?
Make everyone fucking feel happy and special. Like, why am I gonna fucking actually no bitch? I own it. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna fucking shit down Wings' fucking face. And he's still getting 25% of the fucking show. So
First of all, y'all shouldn't have talked about it on the fucking podcast. Second of all, yes. You let them know from the very beginning, this is my show. This is my show. The problem is when y'all got that lost episode. When y'all got that, like, see, I remember the stream. Tommy stream. When y'all got that lost episode. And Nick downloaded it and he said he would edit it. It's what you said on there is how they got the thought process. You should have told them straight up. No, it's going to be my show. I'm going to pay y'all guys. I'm going to pay you guys. We're going to split it 25%. We're going to split it. But it's my show. You should have told them that. They should have known that from the very beginning. And I really do believe Boogie and Wings thinks they owe. Well, I don't know if they know it, think that now. But before this, I think they actually thought they owned part of the show. You know? I agree, Mater. I agree.
I get it, but it's like, that's the issue. That's why I don't want all these idiots to stop fucking leaking every fucking business thing they can think of.
Okay, but you know you're...
Everything could potentially fucking believes to be true.
Okay, so...
Well, I will say this, Tom. This is how we did it on the broadcast. And actually, Tommy mentioned that in his stream yesterday. How we did it on the broadcast, every single one of us had the sign-in to that account. So we saw everything in the background. So at one point, we had 5 people on that YouTube channel that had access, full access to that YouTube channel through that YouTube channel's email and, you know, the sign and everything. All of us had the same sign in. We all went in there like we were that channel. We saw the money. We saw everything. We could edit anything. We could do any, all of us had equal parts into that channel. That's how we did it. All of us had access. Every single one of us had access. And when somebody left the show, we would change the password. Somebody left the show, we would change the password. They changed the password after I left. I told them to make sure, you know? Yeah. That's how we did it. Now, the payment process still has to go through one person. But look, if I can see how much the show makes, I know what my cut's going to be. You know what I mean? If everybody has access and you can see the show made, I don't know, say there's 3 people and the show made $300. Well, I know I'm having $100 coming to me. You know?
I still think it's insanely manipulative to go along with the fact that everyone had split shares of the show and that all of them owned it and all of them were hosts. And when people were saying that you couldn't fire XY creator, it would have to be to a vote, you were going along with the fact that people wouldn't be able to just get fired on the show.
Ha, Art.
Yeah, that's insane. That is, yeah. Because I think Boogie, I really think Boogie and Tommy thought like that was the way the show was working and that you were just like not giving them papers for it.
No, Boogie and Wings. He misspoke there. Boogie and Wings actually believe that. Tommy understood. If Tommy's getting paid by Keemstar LLC, that means that Keemstar owns the show. Because technically, the person who the AdSense goes through, technically they own the show. Technically. All depends on how you run it.
I think that your own team thinks that they owned a percentage of the show, and they just found out now because you're not paying. Because you were talking about having to buy Wings out of his contract. Yeah, but you were going along with it so much. You were talking about having to buy Wings out of his contract, and there's no contract. You guys completely made it up.
Buy Boogie out of his contract, which was bullshit.
And you guys say it's not fake drama. But this is why people say your show is fake.
It's not. Did Tommy say the show is fake? Did he? He's your friend. You talk to him all the time.
No, he argued with me because he was defending you.
Thank you. It's not fake.
It seems pretty fucking fake, dude. No.
Okay, listen. There's two things when it comes to the audience. Okay? Well, no, I can't. Okay, I was about to say that wrong. All right. Listen, when you have your audience, the optics of what you're doing is what tells the audience, okay? By you doing this, and all of a sudden we see people being fired, all right? Left and right, people were being fired. The turnover rate was horrible on that show, all right? And it's always Keemstar saying, I fired him. Well, the optics to your audience is like, wait a minute. Did Boogie and Wings and Tommy agree to that? Because aren't they all four owners of the show? And then when Tommy C gets fired by Keemstar, your audience is going, wait a minute. Did Wings and Boogie agree to fire Tommy? This is where Keemstar is lacking, and this is Keemstar has lasted 15 years on this platform, 10 years on this platform. He has lasted over a decade on this platform because he doesn't give a fuck. Okay, you could try to cancel him, but he don't give a fuck. He gonna keep going. But the one thing Keemstar is bad at is optics, and with this new crowd and how people think now versus 2016, they don't like fake drama. They want you to be real with them. They don't want you to question their intelligence because they pick up on everything. Your audience will pick up on everything that you say. Everything. I agree, Skip. Regardless of the technicalities of ownership, they booted a founding member of the podcast for no good reason at all. That is shit optics. Yes. That is shit optics.
I don't want it to be fake. It's better when it's real. Whenever Boogie puts on his performative fucking ego voice where he pretends to be you, which by the way, that girl had him pinned to fucking dead to rights. He absolutely is moving his entire life to be like little Keemstar Jr. Okay, that's his whole goal. I don't know if you should be flattered by that or what.
He's a giant fucking pussy. Lets everyone walk all over him, and then he's accountable for his own actions. Like, you know, you gotta fucking dude. I make mistakes. You know what I say when I make mistakes? I made a mistake. I was wrong. The Connor thing, right? With the whole docket thing. What did I do next show? Connor's right. I fucked up. With the docket, right? I fucking actually take accountability for shit. Boogie doesn't. None of the fucking Tommy doesn't. Fucking, I didn't hear Tommy mention one thing about his bad performances at all in that stream. Not one fucking mention of it. You fucking leaked all this financial stuff or whatever. No fucking mention of it.
I don't get it. If Tommy was dragging the show down, why was everyone saying the show's so good, Nick? You're out of your mind. The show's so great. And how is Tommy the?
Tommy was rooting for that show. He wasn't like Wings, who would jump on his own live stream talking about how the show was going to go down because Keemstar was quitting, and Boogie had to go in and give him a pep talk. Tommy didn't do that. Tommy would sit on his live stream, on his own live stream, apologizing to any of the fans of Lolcow in that stream. Tommy would lift up that show. Tommy wanted that show to succeed. And the thing with Tommy is not just for the money. He really liked that show. It's crazy.
Weakest link on the show. Hey, why don't we call tomorrow and have a Why don't we call tomorrow and have a conversation when neither of us are, well, I'm not on stream and when you're not leaving your stream. So we should have a call personally, off everything. All right, peace out, buddy. Okay, Jesus.
I'm glad that call went well. All right, so this ended yesterday. This was the tweet that Keemstar put out yesterday. After a day of everybody and their mama getting on him. But we're gonna listen to the call with Tommy, and then we'll go back and read this tweet.
Or that's it. I don't know. I mean, I do YouTube drama. This is not a network where I could just selectively cover stories.
No,
I kind of said if he strikes me, I'll just. This is why my new mouse is not wired anymore, and I forgot to charge it. Yeah. So, I kind of took essentially what happened tonight is I kind of took the risk because I heard that Keem was dropping.
And for those of you who don't know, this is from the same stream. This is Tommy calling in later after him doing that part.
Insane cope in the member stream.
Yeah.
So I just fired up the fucking thing. I just listened to that. Yeah, that was a pretty risky maneuver. I will say so myself.
I will say I saw that. I did see you do. And I was wondering, like, is that a good idea? But
I kind of said if he strikes me, I'll just call him a fucking loser or whatever. I'll kind of take it. But yeah. So he's taking. But again, I go into the thing and he's talking about me. So it's like I don't know. I don't really. He's talking about lyrics. He's talking about me. He's talking about Chud Logic. He's mad about the Chud Logic stream that we all kind of thought was funny a couple days ago, and I guess he didn't find it funny when we were talking about you and stuff. And yeah, he says he's not paying you for the month of July. They're doing bounties now, where because instead of not wanting people to go on any channels, they're doing bounties now, where essentially they're begging people to clip the stream, and they're going to start giving people like 5s and 10s and 100s or whatever if their clips get a lot of views. So that's a new thing they're doing.
I heard that. I did hear that.
And so they're begging people to do free labor, to do AI shorts for the channel, and just to contribute so they don't have to pay anybody else. Keemstar's taking your job full time. And he says he's going to be working harder than ever after feigning that he's going to quit for 6 months. Yeah, it's just like a lot of crazy shit. And I'm wondering if partially this is because DSP is on Kino Casino.
Oh, is he staying?
Well, right now. He's on it right now.
Oh, he's on it right now. Oh, that's a good one there for it, huh?
It's interesting that this podcast doesn't want to have any of this discourse publicly, I guess, right?
Yeah.
When
It's amazing to me that this podcast, what discourse they will have publicly versus what they won't have privately. It is amazing to me. It's like they have the shit flipped. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
The thing was they turn on the camera.
Well, remember we were supposed to be able to use the we're supposed to be able to use the DMs in chat for content and stuff like that. But I was pretty sure if I ever did that, it was leaking DMs.
Yeah, well, they said on there that like Boogie was like Connor should not, like these people, the editors should not become the content, and it's like, didn't we fucking bitch out D-Max because you were begging him to fight with Wings on Twitter?
Yep.
Like what?
I don't know.
That was a big.
That was actually true. They wanted D-Max to get on the Lolcow Live account and fight with Wings because his audio kept being fucked up. They wanted the editor to be part of the content. But now, no. Like, what?
Thing is, like, that was one of the things, like, I'm not comfortable doing that or whatever. And he's like, dude, just, come on, like, there's an opportunity for you. You can
Yeah. Well, how about this? It all comes down to he doesn't know how to run the show. He doesn't know.
I thought he wasn't running the show. That's why I'm confused.
Well, of course he was. He owns it. Like I said, he owns it lock, stock, and barrel. He doesn't know what he's doing.
He kind of admitted a lot of the show is fake now by saying that, like, yeah, he just went with what Wings said. Wings said they own 25% shares, so he misled the audience.
Well, once he fired me, then
it was obvious. Yeah.
It was obvious. There's no way. There's no coming back to it. He's obviously decided to own it because the whole thing is a bunch of bullshit.
Well, they were talking about, like, one of his people didn't even point this out, right? Yeah. He said that one of the big fuck you moments was like for why he was. So he said it's not even just Tommy. That we have to do NDAs because Wings leaked the hypothetical for how much I'd have to pay out Boogie if we fired him from the show, right?
What? I have no fucking hypothetical. There's no hypothetical. There's no
percentage shares. Like,
percentage.
He was running this, like, he was telling people that. I'm 99% sure I've heard him literally say those words. So now it's like, okay.
You know the funny thing is, the only people that ever leaked any financials were Keem, Wings, and Boogie.
Yeah.
And I've never done it.
I remember that show when he was talking about how he fired Boogie and that he bought his shares. And then Wings and Keemstar was like, how much do you think the shares are worth? And Wings said $60K. I remember this. I know I'm not dumb. I know I'm not dumb. I know I heard Wing say 60K. I know I did. I remember him saying that. What shares? It's your show, Keem. So does that mean it does? I hope to God Wings doesn't think if he gets fired, he's getting a payday.
And you didn't fake cancer. And now he's like, well, Tommy vapes a lot.
Yeah.
That's what he said to me. It's like, Tommy vapes a lot.
Smoke and keep cigarettes out of my mouth. That's the point.
Same, Tommy. That's why I vape. Keep cigarettes out my mouth. It's been working for a little over a year now.
Like you're just lazy and you don't have a lot of energy and you vape a lot.
No
Why didn't you
shit,
fake cancer,
Mike.
fucking asshole? You know how much content we could have made off you?
Mike's 420 adventure comes in with the epic Keem is bald. Yes, and Wings is fat, and Boogie is fat, and I'm old. Yes, those are facts of life right now as we stand in 2024. Yes. Good job. Tom, I ain't going that far. I ain't calling you amazing. You're awesome.
He doesn't understand what the straight guy is supposed to be when the two cows are around.
This kind of goes back to what I was telling him before. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing is baited. It's a radio type atmosphere. It's what I sort of specialize in, and he doesn't know what he's doing. You can
Neon, you're not wrong.
It's even
What is
like
Monty
modern
King?
internet.
Person.
He just doesn't
Who is
know what
Monty
he's doing.
King?
I don't know if
Nicholas Diorio?
like he came up in a different time, but he never truly got.
That's all that
like,
matters, Tom.
Sort of, you had the two guys going back and forth, and you had the sniper. You know what happened during bait? He said, "Well, you're not contributing enough." You know, even though
Yeah.
if you didn't know, then I'd be talking over anybody. So I contribute more than I'm talking more. He doesn't.
Oh, I gotta hold on before you say that. Thank you, Siskaffles, for the donation. But fucking, he said specifically in the stream that I was watching that Tommy's best stuff he was doing was like in the first episode.
Yeah, but which is the stuff he had the problem with.
That's the episode that he quotes is the one where you.
That's the episode that Tommy, you can tell he was really nervous and he was interrupting people a lot. I remember watching that first episode and I was like, ooh, Tommy, ooh. But what did Tommy do? He took the criticism of constantly interrupting and he changed it. He did what you're supposed to do. He took the criticism and changed his ways. And he didn't do it after that first episode.
We always talk over everybody.
I'm almost a little tired of doing like the contradiction thing with Keem because like I keep on bringing up Turkey Tom's dated video, right? And at one point he says, and it always bothered me, not that it bothered me that he said it, because nobody really understands why it broke up. Well, it broke up for all the reasons you researched and all the reasons I said the last time. He is a completely out of control, reactionary person. You're doing good 1 minute, you're not doing good the next.
That's
you saw
true,
it,
Skip.
and it's kind of gotten worse. He's calmed down a little bit, but it's kind of gotten worse with firing because emotions rule everything. So we're getting rid of Connor, we're getting rid of this, we're moving this guy. Chupacabra didn't do what I wanted to. Like you can't read. He's like a woman. You can't read his mind. That there's some kind of problem, and he's had a lot of success.
He's like a woman. Damn it, Tommy.
So you can't really challenge him.
Yeah.
Because you can always pull out the "I've been more successful than you" card. And look at the thing with the NDA. When it became clear like the NDA just wasn't going to help anybody or do anything or mean anything or even be legal or enforceable, it became about I'm going to get Tommy C to sign this NDA. Who cares that it doesn't mean anything? It's just that I'm going to do it. It's like I can do this sort of attitude, and that's what this is now. Like I'm going to be putting more.
I think the NDA dropping. I'm going to be honest. I think the NDA dropping during Tommy's vacation. Well, actually, no, it didn't drop during Tommy's vacation because he had given it to Tommy earlier or something like that. But that NDA was the reason, was the excuse. Honestly, I think that NDA was the excuse. And whether he signed it or not, Tommy was going to get fired. Because if he would have signed it, they would have found a reason. Based off that NDA. If he didn't sign it, well, that was the reason. Yeah, Tommy, oops, slipped up and did a misogyny. Gee, we never see that in this community. Actually, I'm on my misogynist arc right now. Just to let y'all know. I'm on my misogynist arc. I heard a live stream yesterday. I watched a live stream yesterday. And it made me hate women all over again. No, I don't hate women. I am a woman. All right, YouTube, do not get me on that. But it made me a misogynist all over again. All right, so I am now on my misogynist arc yet again. I left it, but now I'm back. We're back, Xylie Bros.
I'm going to work twice as hard. Great. I'm not going to care. I don't give a shit one way or another. But he's probably
Skip,
thinking,
I'll tell you later.
Brewing and coping and seeding. I know all this is going to happen. And because he doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to this kind of stuff. He can't work in a team environment. The only team environment he's ever worked in was mom's basement because there was a guy who couldn't tell the fuck off. Everything else has failed. Every single thing. Every single thing he's done. So, well,
What do you think about all the positive support that you've been getting, though?
Oh, it's mind blowing.
Not a lot of people get to go back in time and do the same thing twice and do better the second time.
Well, you know, Vito wrote me. He goes, agreeing to go to business that's comeback was a blunder. No, it wasn't. That's if I didn't know the ultimate result. And I was, and I knew it was coming sooner than later when I told you about when it got back together after the game's attorney thing. That's just like, oh my god, it's like he can't run anything. He can't do anything. So my whole thing was stay out of his way. Let him do the thing and try to pick up the pieces every time he makes a blunder. And
yeah.
That's pretty much what I did.
That's kind of been my policy with the show, and it's basically why I haven't covered it the past year, because I don't really like the direction it's gone in. And I know if I do streams like this, it's going to burn the bridge.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, there probably comes a time where...
I don't think y'all understand how close this came to becoming really messy. This, I honestly, in my heart, believe nobody was saying it, okay? I'm talking about these are my own personal feelings, all right? But I truly believe this was really close to becoming messy. Really close to becoming messy. Zane, I'm talking about more than what you saw. Remember that tweet that Chris put out about, well, new commentary Civil War? This had the opportunity of becoming really, really messy. Yeah.
You can't keep bitching about him and then helping him out, Nick.
No, I mean that's how everything else works. It's like if you do a bad.
Last, who do you think? Who do you think? Mike, you have a 50-50 odds on Keem doesn't pay Tommy on the first. I think, okay, in my heart, I honestly believe, now, you know what? I'm giving myself room of error, okay? But because Keemstar put that out on Twitter and said he was paying him, and he knows every freaking drama channel on the planet took a screenshot of that tweet, I honestly believe he will pay him. I do believe he will pay him. Because of that alone, because he tweeted it out. I really do believe it. Access for 5. Commentary Civil War!
Show, we call it bad, and then we're...
And I think y'all know what side of that I would be on. Okay? I would hope that y'all know what side I would have been on that.
Cool, because that's not the foundation. But he takes everything as a personal attack. Every critique, everything is a personal.
Of course,
right.
That's not new.
It's my he thinks that I'm out to get him on every front when half the internet thinks I suck his dick on every drama. It's insane.
Yeah, I know. And there's no winning. Yeah, there's no winning that. So I knew people was like, how did you do it? Because I knew there's no winning going in. I knew I do my best, get myself out there. It's a good opportunity. Let people know what I'm doing. And if you remember when people did start complaining about the way they were handling things, I went in the comments and I don't do what he does. I don't remember I was thinking this the other day. Remember I had a handful he told you Tommy's getting too many complaints. And then he showed you one, and then you showed him all the positive ones that I was getting in some of the first episodes.
Yeah, I brought that up to him directly. I said you selectively pick out comments. When you can look at this video, and 98% of the comments about Tommy are how great he is in episode 3 or whatever. You can go back.
Keem pays attention to only the negative comments to people he doesn't like, but then he only pays attention to the positive comments about himself. Keem literally selectively looks at comments. Keem can be such a girl sometimes. He's like a teenage girl sometimes, bro.
The first few episodes, I don't remember which specific episode it was, but Tommy made a change and he stopped quote unquote interrupting people all the time, and the whole comment section was happy about it. And then he posted in the group chat 3 or 4 messages just saying yeah, look, see, they still fucking hate you, Tommy. I'm like, what are you talking about? I sent him 7 that were 300 upvotes or something attached to them, and it's just
well, this is the emotional stuff I'm talking about. He just sees the one thing. I said it during my stream.
No, he's tunnel vision. He looks for things that are. He thinks that everything he says is correct, so he goes out of his way to go find the person who agrees with him so that they can reinforce his bias.
What do you call somebody that does that? And then this is obviously past success in society. He sucks.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. He sucks. He sucks at this job. He has no management skills. He's a good idea guy, good performer, but other than this, as far as management goes, he's terrible at it. He's incompetent. I mean, that's it. That's the truth. And I knew that. I going in. I only started getting my nerves just before I went on vacation because I told everybody yesterday. I told everybody on my Daisy stream that I was thinking about walking, and you were like, not tonight. I told the story when you were like, nope, stick this one out. But
I literally said it. Like we literally came to a boiling point the night of the Destiny stream. I told you shut the fuck up and not tonight. You can quit tomorrow. Don't quit tonight.
Not tonight.
By the way, Boogie's saying that you quit the show now. That's the new narrative.
That was one of the biggest reasons that was one of the biggest reasons I signed the NDA because I wouldn't. That's why I wanted to record the conversation because I knew when I refused to sign it or they refused to come in and like I would have signed it at like one line, right? They would just said I quit.
Oh, major point. Did they know that you?
I don't think people. Okay, well, I do think people understand this, but there are people out there who don't understand. Tommy had this one caller on his stream yesterday that I wanted to jump into that and chokeslam that dude. People actually believe Tommy needed to kiss Keemstar's ass. He either needed to kiss Keemstar's ass or he needed to completely spurg out and cuss out Keemstar. No. Tommy played this perfectly. Tommy completely played this perfectly. He out Keemstar'd Keemstar. And he did it with truth and facts.
Had plans on Saturday night. Did you say that in the group chat at any time?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so they just straight up lied, like doing the whole. Okay, so all the feigning, like, where's Tommy? Because he's like, the idea was to get Tommy on there to fight with me and to just come in and triumphantly, and he wouldn't come up and get on. And it's totally, yeah, I call that immediately. It's totally fake.
That is the fake drama right there. That is complete crap. So what happened is Thursday we had our meeting. Everybody walked away. It was amicable. We all agreed on stuff. They did their biggest thing. Get this. Their biggest worry. Like this is what Wings and Boogie wanted to stress to me the most. I don't want to wing it. We don't want to win. We don't want to go in there. We want to plan. We want a meeting. We want to do this. That the other thing is 100% correct. We got a lot to talk about. We can do this. And then the big thing was we just want to go through the docket. All right. And I said, you know what? Use the docket to finish that last second hour. That's all you have to do. You touch on that stuff towards the end. You know, as like you do it like Stern. You do the news at the end of the show. And everybody was cool. Then they told me, and I don't know how this got fucked up. My eyebrows raised, but I didn't care because I didn't want to go on until Tuesday. They said that Keem only wants to do 1 a week and 2 if the drama's hot.
Yeah.
Right? And I said, that's weird, but okay.
But my understanding doesn't. I'm confused. So they said that Keem only wants.
Why would you want to only do 1 stream a week or 2 if the drama is hot if you make so much money on that show? Holy shit. That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
That's 1 per week. Yeah. So then why do they move the stream up a day?
Well, all right, so here's that this is when the trigger happens. They come back and tell him this. He freaks out, and he puts the fear of God in them. And they're like, let's stream now. So they throw out everything they said about winging it and not having a plan. They're like, let's just go. Let's go now. Let's take advantage of this. What have you. And I said, wait a minute. I already made plans. We already came to an agreement. I was like, I could do it Sunday, but I'm definitely not. It's not happening Saturday. So that's when the stream went up.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
That was clearly coordinated between him and. I mean, some guy called me yesterday and said, I don't think Keem's that smart. You don't think Keem's that smart to say, hey, people go on and stream, who cares what happens?
I think it should be. I don't think Boogie's that smart to like.
No,
but Boogie was just retarded enough that it looked like it was a total work. Because every time Boogie does a fake confidence, you know he's lying. That's his tell. You know what I mean?
I don't
like if you ever play poker with Boogie and he starts going like, yeah, oh don't worry, I got this in the bag. Like, you know something's up.
Yeah, he doesn't have any cards. Yeah, that's what it means. I mean, he's terrible. He's so bad at it. Like
if he starts talking about how he's gonna commit suicide, he's like, my fucking life is so fucking terrible. You know, this guy's got like multiple aces in his hand. Like it's Dude's a total monster. The thing is, like, it's so fucked because like I avoid talking about this podcast, but like this Keemstar, not even Keemstar, this Boogie cancer drama is like so fucking big that like it's like months revenue worth of drama. It's like really like impactful shit. So
oh, absolutely, you cover it. How can you not cover it? Like, come on. Tommy standing up to Keem is a big reason why I became a fan of SFTP in the first place. High schooler me was so impressed. Oh yeah, I'm sure. You're probably looking at Tommy going, damn, he's standing up to Keemstar? Oh my god. Tommy don't care. Tommy does not care. That's one of the things I love about Tommy. He does not give a shit.
I have to talk about it, and it's just like, I can't, like, everyone else is allowed to make regular critiques of it, but I have to be like, well, I just want everyone to know I am friends with Keemstar. Okay, we're cool.
Keem could have milked the cancer shit. Rat. He did milk it. Are you kidding me? You know how many live streams they did on it? He absolutely milked it.
right before I negatively speak about this show. And by the way, he's doing a great job. It's everyone around him. They don't have the respect. Okay.
I'm hearing that.
Yeah, I know.
It's the respect for Keemstar. If we just had respect, the shows would be funny. Yeah.
That's the thing, Tommy. You just lack respect. You lack audition for him.
Is that what he said? That's what he said during the I want to bring it up because you and Clown don't respect me.
No, he needed Boogie to do it. Boogie wasn't getting fired. I don't think Boogie was getting fired for real, for real. How are you going to have Lolcow live and you literally have... Boogie's a Lolcow. He's going to lie about cancer. He's going to lie about money. He's going to lie... That's part of being a Lolcow. Of course he milked it. He couldn't have milked it without Boogie. You needed Boogie there to act like a fool. Boogie is literally the court jester. He is the fool.
He's just a manipulator. Yeah, he really is just the same as Boogie. He's just a little better with the lies, but not much. You know, it's really, I always like when he called me like a liar and he's lying about the NDA, and it was so easy to just like drop the NDA. I remember Connor like called me on vacation, like, you gotta get the NDA. They're calling you a liar. I'm like, fuck you, I'm holding on to it. You know, like they would have dropped it right now if I wasn't lying, Connor. You know, they would have put it out there and said, look, this NDA is completely sound and smart. You know, and then I released it. The few people that actually looked at the fucking thing were like, this NDA is completely insane.
Yeah, the framing of that is that you leaked it immediately, and you're like, I understand it was a 2-week span in between you getting it and then releasing it, and there was like discussion that happened internally before it came to that.
Well, yeah, there was discussion. There was, no, I'm not going to do this politely. And then there was demands, and I was a little less polite. And then there was threats, and then I put it out there. And I just let everybody know how ridiculous it was. Because that's what he responds to. Because, like, I mean, I suppose you could have said, like, why don't you sit down with him? There's no sitting down with him. If I sit down with him, he tells everybody I quit. You know, I mean, like, I knew not to do that. So no Boogie's running around saying I quit. I never quit. You know, and I kept on posting that because look at some of my tweets.
I get so pissed off whenever I see one of them tweeting out that Tommy quit. Tommy never quit. Tommy never quit. And he said publicly he wasn't quitting. Tommy got fired. And anybody who says Tommy quit, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot, and you can't read between the lines of anything. Tommy did not quit that show. He got fired by Keemstar. Not by Boogie, not by Wings, not by Vote. He got fired by Keemstar.
So 2 days ago, I never quit the podcast. I opened up with it.
Yeah, you're like Jeffrey Epstein. You're like, I was not suicidal. I was not suicidal.
Yeah. You know, I mean, did they say I quit? No, I know you didn't quit. You know, they're and now Keem's a thief. Because, you know, if you give the money for July, that's stealing.
When I talked to him, I don't know if, I doubt chat could hear specifically what he said, but he said, like, I guess I'll have to discuss that with Tommy. Because I said, like, if I go on vacation for my job and they fire me, I get paid for my vacation. That was a discussion.
No, it's going to be the entire month. Because I told him ahead of time, and when you do work, you go on vacation, you get paid. There was no, in the shares that we didn't get, there was no agreement that we didn't get paid vacation. Like, get the fuck
That's why it just comes off as so performative. Like, why would you let this guy go on vacation? Like, they're like, oh, thank God Tommy's going on vacation. We can finally build a narrative without him here to, like, where people can remember they like him so we can get him off the show.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's like the week the show gets big is like the week they shit can.
Of course, that's when I knew it was over because when it started, I knew
they made a lot of money that month. They made a lot of money that month. A lot.
It was over because I knew when he saw this money, he would, like, I just told you before, like, he sees something, he makes moves. He moves the chess pieces. I said that offline, I've said it on my stream. So I knew when the money come in, he was going to move twice as many chess pieces.
Look, you know, I know that you're not going to care about this, but I legitimately, like, apologize for getting you, Connor, and even, like, D-Max wrapped up in this fucking show. I understand that you were cool with it. This is not the same as the first time or whatever. Things even went.
And I can tell you, Nick actually meant that apology. Nick meant that apology. To, like, all three of them. He meant that. I can tell you with the talk that we had after his stream. He meant it. He is. Nick's a good guy. I don't care what anybody says. And I don't care how much of a meatball marinara he is. He's a good kid. He's a good kid.
Better, but I genuinely, like, apologize for getting you guys wrapped up on this podcast. If I knew where this direction was going completely, and I probably should have. But I
can't accept your apology because it was fun, you know. And I had a different attitude. You know, I'm a lot old. Like, I was 39. You know, I was out of work. I was 39 years old. I was going through a divorce. You know, I was just out of the army, angry as fuck. You know, I'm a different guy now, and I also know this commentary thing is good or better than anybody on the planet. You know, I'm an expert. That's what people kind of pay to listen to my show for, because, like, they want to hear takes on commentary. I'm really good at it. Like, nothing happened here. If I were to bitch, right, like, let's say I was somebody else, and I saw this exact same situation unfold. I was like, the guy's a fucking idiot. He worked for Keemstar.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I am a little confused why you're surprised. But
I'm surprised it lasted this long and then did it. I thought it would kind of go down and like, well, if this is gonna blow up, it'll blow up in like 3 weeks. I didn't expect this to be successful and then bad. I kind of expected it to either go one or the other.
That's what I don't get either. What? I don't think Keemstar understands what the optics are with this. Y'all had a fantastic month. All right, let's take it step by step. They had a fantastic month. They made hella money during Cancer Month. Okay? Hella money. Tommy goes on vacation. Approved by Keemstar. You heard it on the show. And before July payments from YouTube comes through, you fire Tommy and then say to your Discord that you're not paying Tommy for July. What's the optics on that? The optics are you got rid of Tommy because you want to split that money 3 ways instead of 4. That's what it looks like. Not saying that's exactly what it is, but I can't fucking blame people for thinking that's what it is. I can't blame people for thinking that because that's what it fucking looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. The optics on this is horrible. Bruh.
Money. I mean, even if it's, you know.
Well, that's what happened. And I wouldn't be surprised. Like, we're defending Jordy here a bunch because Jordy's been relatively fine. But I'm wondering if, like, well, now they only split the money 3 ways. Now they're splitting it 33, 33, 33. It looks like a move was made.
I could see Keem saying, look, I'm taking most of it. I could see a situation like that. Let me give you a perfect fucking example. Let's let the cat out of the bag because you've been so kind. By the way, I can't let you apologize to me. Maybe, you know, $2,000 a month for the last like 8 or 9 months. So I'm never gonna apologize. But let's let the cat out of the bag. Tom was real close to coming back and doing baited. And after that,
oh, thank God you leaked it, not me. Keem said I was on the phone with Keem and he said, all right, chat. That's okay. Thank you. Holy fuck, because Keem said it. I whipped my phone away because I didn't want a chance for that audio to come through because I didn't want to fuck that for everybody.
That's my gift to you. That's to show you I have nothing to apologize for. Because
okay, so that's enough of that. Okay, yeah, Baited was possibly coming back. Now you know how close Tommy and Colossal is. Do you think Colossal will want it to come back after Tommy being done the way he was done? Do you think that's a possibility now? No. Nope. Nope. So we can say goodbye to Baited forever. Okay, so this is the next day. This is Tommy going live the next day. And I'm going to play the beginning, and then we're going to find when Muta calls in. It's around here somewhere. I forgot to get the timestamp because I'm a professional streamer. Okay? I'm a professional, guys. I forgot to get the timestamp of when Muta calls in, but we'll find it. It's not that hard to find. But I want to hear the beginning of this, and then we're going to skip the Muta. Now, this is after Nick already had his conversation with Tommy. Nick already had his conversation with Keemstar that morning. I can say the group chat was blowing up. People on Twitter were getting on Keemstar about Tommy. People were already making videos and putting them out about Keemstar not paying Tommy. And yeah, it was, oh my God, it was so incredibly close to blowing up bigger than what it did. Axis for 5. That reminds me, on another podcast, Clown said it was him that recommended the liar tattoo, and it wasn't something Keem just came up with. Yeah, Axis, we already knew that. Yeah, we knew that. Thank you for the 5. But yeah, Colossal is the one that came up with the idea about the liar tattoo. Yep. It was Clown. So, So yeah, I don't think people understand how close it came to blowing up, but it didn't, thank God. All right, let's hear what Tommy has to say in the beginning, and then we'll skip over to, oh my God, I read Medicare and almost said Medicare, Mutahar.
Grievances here. Forget all the showy stuff and stuff like that. I'm just getting to the, you know why I'm here. You can see the earnings up there. Keem last night said that he wasn't going to pay me, which was a bit of a test balloon to see how that would go over. And I realized with Keemstar that you have to do everything publicly, and the only way I'm going to get what is really what I earned is to make this a public issue, because he's floating it out there to see if it's accepted, just like he went to see the NDA is accepted. These are my own. This is basically my only recourse or chance to get the money that I earned. The reason I put that tweet out and made it even more public is because Keemstar, after saying that he wasn't going to pay me for the month of July because I didn't work, also contacted me and said that he wanted to talk. It is non-negotiable that I work the month of July. Non-negotiable. And that's all I'll be doing. I'll be negotiating what I earned and what I didn't because I wasn't there. Even though I've never been docked a day's pay for missing a stream.
Tommy's like, nah, I'm not negotiating with terrorists. Tommy's like, there is no negotiation with terrorists. Like, nah, I'm not going to talk to you about it. You're going to pay me. And once I get paid, then we can talk. But I ain't doing shit until I get that check in my hand. I don't blame him. Thank you. Let me write that down because I know that's going to, hold on. What did you say? 121.22. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it. 121.22. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Thank you very much.
I was even told to leave the stream early. No one was ever told.
Yeah, Zane, that's what Tommy was doing. I am the captain now. It was amazing. He played this so well. Oh my God, Tommy did this so well. Damn, he's good.
Well, they couldn't take a vacation, and no one was ever docked in the past, right? So, by that logic, that's it. I think I'm well due this money. He has till the end of the month to pay me before he's a thief. And that's what he is if he doesn't pay me. It's just that simple. And I'm not negotiating with something that I already earned. I am not negotiating with somebody that said they refused to pay me, but now want to talk, right? I've heard through Nick that he doesn't want a war or anything. There's not going to be a war. I'm going to tell the people that you owe me money, and that's it. Because that's the only way to get the money. That's the only way to get around the NDA. That's the only way. I had to write over and over again that I. He
did look stressed. He did. Tommy did look stressed because he was angry. But I think what Tommy. Okay, so here's the thing. Tommy and I are a lot alike in this way. Like, we have short fuses. All right, we have short fuses, and sometimes it's really hard to not show the short fuse when you know it's the better play not to do that. Hence the reason why I have the creepy laugh. You can tell I'm getting incredibly angry when I'm not outwardly showing it and I'm not screaming, but I begin to laugh. Remember the Mama Max call? When I started to laugh at him, that was me starting to get incredibly angry, but I knew in that situation, if I blew up, it meant that he would win. So when I get that laugh going, I am so angry, I'm ready to hit something. Tommy, you could see it in his face. You could just see it in his face and his body language, but he knew he needed to keep it calm. Yankee Rose for 2. Keem expected us to go the same way as baited. Yes. I agree. Thank you for the 2.
didn't quit. Only to be proven right. God, it's almost like I'm Jeffrey Epstein, for Christ's sakes. If I die tomorrow, it wasn't me. And I didn't quit, only to be told that I effectively quit. Because that was the idea.
Dew of the Mountain for 2. Keem is not like a woman, just like a diva. Oh, Keem is most definitely a diva. He's definitely a diva.
Yeah. Why did I want to record the phone calls before we went to the meeting on Tuesday? So they didn't say I quit when I didn't. So that's it. So they didn't say I quit when I didn't. Also wanted to dispel this rumor that I took more time off than I was supposed to. No, I didn't. I came back on Tuesday like I said I was. I gave the exact amount. The reason we didn't get together on Tuesday was because I told them that I was going to record the call and they were welcome to as well. And there's a very good reason for that. Because they were going to tell people that I quit when I didn't. And they.
So basically the reason why he didn't stream as soon as he came back was because there was stuff going on in the background. That's why. It wasn't because Tommy wasn't showing up. It's because stuff was going on in the background. They were fighting in the background. That's why. It wasn't because Tommy said, fuck you, I quit. It was because Tommy was going, no, I'm not signing that damn NDA.
He did it anyway. So, I mean, that's it. I'm asking you.
Exactly, Bessie.
I'm asking you
Exactly.
to help me. I'm going to be that upfront about it. I'm going to ask you to help me. I also have an apology to make. I said that I'd be open to going back under certain circumstances, but give me a day or two. I can't work for somebody that's going to. I mean, we're constantly pulling the rug out from under these, under the Lolcow people that work there, under Boogie Under Wings. If you don't sign the NDA, we're going to pull the podcast away. Everything is around chasing Keem away. The NDA was the bridge too far for me, and not paying me is criminal. It's no one's going to get charged, no one's going to court or anything, but it's a scumbag move. Other people should know about it, and everybody else. And here's something also I didn't do. This is something I did do. I made sure I didn't do because I really don't have anything against the other two guys. I probably should with the cancer thing. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't ride with Tommy on this one. I can't ride with Tommy on this one. Even Wings, and I like Wings, okay? Mind you, I like Wings. But I'm sorry. With the way the shit that Boogie was talking on that stream, although I'm going to be honest, the shit that Boogie was talking on that stream, he sounded like Keemstar but in a fat suit. Those were Keemstar's words he was using, okay? And then Wings throwing Tommy under the bus too, I can't ride with Tommy on that one. I'm sorry. I can't ride with Tommy on that one. They threw Tommy under the bus. And I will never, never forget that. The North remembers. Okay? We are Games of Throning this. Alright? The North remembers. Alright? I will never forget how they both, more boogie than Wings, but Wings still did it. They threw Tommy under the bus. Because those two weak-ass men are looking at their $2,000 a month and going, I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it. Winter was coming. Winter was coming.
Excuse me. Take your membership away. Sure. Take your membership away so we can't do it to somebody again. He floated it yesterday. It failed. And now...
Somebody delete JFA's comment, please. JFA, don't joke about that. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube because you said that in the live stream. Absolutely not, JFA. Come on now.
How he wants to negotiate? Are you kidding me? Non-negotiable. It is non-negotiable. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to let you guys call in and say whatever you want or ask any question you want. No one was ever docked before.
I know you did, JFA. I know you did. Believe me. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. It's just that YouTube's funny and I don't want them. And you know Clippers are funny too. And I don't want anybody thinking I'm okay with something like that. But I know what you were doing, JFA. You're a damn troll. Everybody knows that.
Guys call in and say whatever you want or ask any question you want. No one was ever docked before for missing stream. I was never docked. I was even told at one point, look, I don't think I can make this one. Don't worry about it. Everybody's getting paid no matter what. But now all of a sudden, I extended my vacation. No, I gave the exact amount of time. The reason we didn't get together is because he wouldn't go into a call with me where it was both recorded. So to protect me from being accused of quitting, because the whole NDA thing was a way to get backdoor to get me fired. It was a tool, not that it was ever legal in the first place, to get me canned. So I'm asking you, absolutely, put pressure on him, get me paid. Thank you. That's it. First.
And everybody was putting pressure on Keemstar. Kiku, thank you for being a member for 3 months. They only make $2,000 a month. That's my monthly income at minimum wage. Akiku, you have to understand they were splitting it 4 ways. They don't do solo streams. That's actually pretty damn good, making that much money on a podcast. They were paying an editor and splitting the rest after the editor was paid 4 ways. That means that show was successful. It was making good money. So, you know.
Hello?
Pay him his fucking money.
Yeah.
But I will say this, I wouldn't sell my soul for that much.
I mean, that's really
It's
it.
my money.
There's nothing to
It's
talk
not
about.
your money. It's not Boogie's money. It's my money. The biggest stream
The
ever.
only,
It was done.
conversation worth having is, Tommy, when would you like me to put the money in your bank
Yeah.
account?
Well, actually,
what day would you like that?
Well, at the beginning of the month, next month. But what I
Verse was so angry about this. I was talking to Verse in the background while he was live with Tommy, and I listen. And this stream is going down while I'm in D&D, playing D&D, and I'm fighting in the background with somebody else. You know, and I've got all this stuff going on, and I had to go back and watch this because I was in D&D the whole time.
I heard. I mean, if I can put this on my
I was here in the beginning of it,
about
but 30 minutes in, I had
D&D.
D&D.
It's not going well.
Yeah.
Is to get some more ammunition on you to twist, because he already used it all during beta and everything. So all the camping your kids, all that other dog shit, pissing, whatever.
Yeah.
All that other stuff is already used and gone. It's nothing now. He's got nothing.
I can't believe that Nick.
So
Well, it's not technically D&D. It's Vampire Masquerade. So.
I think it's his last ditch effort to try to get something on you.
They do. They want.
God, I tried to work with Tommy. He's being unreasonable. He's unreasonable.
No, it's unreasonable to say you're not going to pay me, ha ha ha, and then want to go to the drawing board and have a conversation right afterwards. No, the pay's not negotiable. Nothing's negotiable. Nothing. I'm not going to say, well, you didn't work this day, and you didn't. You could have done that, and you could have done that, and you had an extended vacation, even though I didn't. Told him to be home Tuesday, and I was home Tuesday, and he didn't want to talk because the entire conversation, get this, was going to be about the phony fake NDA. So, and this is what happened.
Banging hookers or nothing, so I'll go hang out with you guys, play Fallout 76 and bullshit.
A Boogie was soft fired, not Tommy.
This is, by the way, Nick recording the private stream. Apparently, Keem's getting so battered that they did a private stream in Discord. I do these too once in a while, by the way. I did one today.
I was there for that. I was there for the one today. Oh, the one that he had earlier that day. I was there for that. I woke up, I was like, oh, Tommy's in the Discord doing a after show, but before the show. Oh, let me go in there. I love Tommy's after shows. They're so funny.
You know, like I did one of these today, and there it is.
You lose track of how many
Somebody in
flyers.
the chat asked if I'll pay Tommy C for his last month. His last month was June, and he was already paid for that. Yeah.
He's already been paid.
So he already got paid his last month.
Yeah, that's how jobs work. What a cheap fuck, dude. What a cheapskate.
Hello.
Keep in mind.
No, Lockin. No. I think you got that reversed. Boogie didn't put Keem up to it. No. Boogie don't run Keem. Keem runs Boogie. You got that completely twisted. Boogie don't run Keem. Keem runs Boogie. That's why Boogie sounded like Keem on that one live stream that he couldn't get the audio right.
The Destiny stream is broadcast out of this house, right? I worked all the way.
My favorite part of that clip is the Boogie echo after everything Keem says. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, he worked till June. He's paid for June.
Yes.
Well, I tell you something else. I know you guys lost a shit ton of memberships at this with Boogie and Wings. You know, if they really wanted to pay you guys back, really pay you back. You know, I even said in the last stream, look, I understand why you want Keem there instead of I do. He's the bigger draw. He's the bigger name and what have you. But he has done so many stupid things to this podcast, going all the way back to October, that this move is probably going to affect your bottom line even more. At the end of this, I wonder, Boogie and Wings, if you're going to find out that you're better off with me. Because he's just going to continue to destroy this. It was completely unnecessary to make me sign that NDA. It was completely unnecessary to go about it like this.
Yep.
I was always ready to work. Everything has been about a manipulation. Try to make it look like I quit. Try to make it look like I'm not being reasonable signing this NDA. Telling people that I was lying about the NDA being open, even though they never read it. And now you want me to negotiate with them? No. Here's the thing, and I'll drop another bomb too. I will no longer work with him. I'm done. I'm serious. I could be friendly with them. I could play video games with them. Whatever. That's fine. I'm not going to turn this into Shot from the Point 2017 and 18 again. I'm not interested in that. I have no interest in that. I'm interested in getting what I earned. I'm not asking.
I'm going to be honest. If Tommy went back to work with Keemstar, I would call him a fool. I would call him a fool. At this point, if Tommy went back and worked with Keemstar on a regular basis, I would call him a fool. Honestly. I would say he's crazy to do it.
For anything unreasonable, and I'm not willing to negotiate it. No person in any union, in any business, no corporation would even try a stunt like this. The only people that would ever try something like this
I wouldn't
is
go that
lowlifes
far,
that
Neon.
have a family business. That's the only time I've ever seen this done before, where I don't pay you, and it usually gets one call and it's taken out. I don't have that option because we're in the same country. I'm told I can complain to some German thing and maybe he couldn't do business here or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to bother doing it. It's completely ridiculous. I'm saying I want what I was paid for. I worked the entire month. I was fired in August. I was fired live on the show in August. So this bullshit. He wanted to see if it would fly. It went over like a fart in church, and now he wants to talk. No talking. That's it. No talking. I'm to be paid. That's it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, had to look at something. Brooke for $4.99. Keem's fist is so far up Boogie's butt that when Boogie talks, you see Keem's head. True.
And this is the only thing that gets them to respond. I would have gone back and forth with the NDA, and you would have been told that I was fired for being insubordinate or uncooperative had I not put that, hellbent, you hear me? Had I not put that NDA out and showed the public. It's the only way I could defend myself. My only insurance policy was through the people that have come through, that have helped me out tremendously. It is weird being the likable guy now. It's bizarre. I'll get back to being hated in no time. But I really want it. It's just, he's going to keep doing this stuff until I sell him the rope or I spurg hard enough so I can hang myself with it. No. That's it. It's done. I expect to be paid. That was a bullshit thing to say. It's a scam if I don't get the money. It's stolen money if I don't get the money. And I'll end it here. Now,
that's how you have to do with Keem. Keem's one of those, if you get angry and you spurg out, he won. He's an old school troll. And that's how old school trolls won. They win when you freak the fuck out. You have to stay calm and calculated. You have to.
I'll take your calls. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. If you have anything else, that's fine. I would be.
Okay, I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to go grab some more ice and a drink. And then we'll get to Mutahar. And then we're done. Okay? All right, so give me a second. I'll be right back. I don't know what I was thinking this drink was going to last me that long. Oh, I didn't tell y'all too. By the way, FYI, the war with House Gemini is over. I repeat, the war with House Gemini is over. My husband, being the knight in shining armor that he is, he found the cricket. He found the cricket and dispatched the cricket. So, we won the war. We won the war against House Gemini. My husband was the knight in shining armor because I have the best husband. Thank you very much. And I have been 2 days free of not hearing with extreme prejudice. Yes. Lumpy didn't know that, and we'll talk about that later, I guess. Okay, you want to talk about that in the middle of this? Sure. Is there proof of that? How do we know that? Okay, awesome. I'll go look at a later date when that is the topic of conversation. Okay? Clip Live subreddit. Okay, I'll go look at the Clip Live subreddit. Alright, put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to hear this Mutahar conversation. Alright. Alright, now, Mutahar, the reason why this Mutahar conversation is very important, because Keem was on Lolcow Live, on the account, and he was in the chat. And he basically talked to Mutahar, and he wanted Mutahar to, basically be the in-between in a private conversation. He wanted Mutahar there to be the in-between between Tommy and Keem. Okay? And Tommy at this point was like, no, I'm not talking to Keem until I get paid. So Mutahar comes in, and this conversation is actually very important.
Right. So if he wants to do that, if he
Meaden, you deserve it. You deserve it. For the trolling that you do in my chat, you absolutely deserve it.
If he wants to eat that money, you know what? That's fine with me. But you want your reputation back? $6,300. You want to give it to me now? I'll go on with my day. You want to think about it for a couple weeks? Fine. $6,300. You can buy your reputation back.
Tommy?
Oh, Muta. Sorry.
Muta's here.
Muta, I'm not doing a meeting.
No, I know. He called me about I want to say an hour and a half earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm just now catching up with it, all of it. So apparently you're not getting paid for
the July.
The cancer month.
For the cancer month. Yeah.
For the cancer month?
Yeah, I honestly he brought it up to me and it was
there he is in the chat. Tommy, sorry, bud, you're not going to scam me. Maybe you could scam these viewers into thinking you're a victim when you didn't even work. I was so heated when I saw that. I'm like, bruh. Again, I had things going on. I'm playing Vampire the Masquerade. I have this live stream on, but I have it muted because I can't listen to that while I'm in the middle of trying to role play. Okay? And then I'm arguing with people in the DMs. I'm talking to Verse in the background. I had so much going on at that point. It was not even funny. It was not even funny. Oh my God.
I pretty much initially when I didn't have any understanding of the situation, I just said, okay, if somebody's out there for.
And I was basically at this part, Verse was giving me the play-by-play of what was going on.
3 weeks out of the month is what he said.
Wasn't true.
Then
10 days.
Yeah, then in my mind, it's okay, if it's you're out 3 weeks and you haven't been there for the majority, maybe there is a pay cut, but it's you weren't there for the biggest payday.
All right, well, here's another thing. Here's another thing I got to explain to you. No one was dock paid for ever missing.
Mm-hmm.
I did almost the entire month prior to that. I was only gone for 10 days. The reason that we didn't get streaming right off when I came home on that Tuesday was because I wanted to. I feared, and legitimately because the narratives have been tried, that he would say I quit when I refused to sign the NDA. When I didn't quit, I just refused to sign the NDA. That actually came to fruition because there were suggestions on the stream last night that I quit or effectively quit, and I kept on saying Jeffrey Epstein, I didn't kill him. I'm not going to kill myself, or that other millionaire, Kathy. I didn't quit. I didn't quit. I didn't quit. That's what I kept saying over and over because that was the narrative. And I'm so glad that I did. So I said, you can record me, I can record you, and then we can have a discussion. He elected not to have that recorded discussion, and then I streamed the next 2 days, and I refused to talk about Lolcow. So yesterday he says, I've been paid for the month of June, I will not be paid for the month of July, and now he wants to negotiate. Absolutely off the table. I'm not going to demean myself. $6,000 isn't worth my fucking reputation.
Right.
You know.
True. $2,000, just like with Boogie and Wings, $2,000 a month or however much you get paid with your split. I mean, last time we heard was $2,000, okay? Obviously, the month of July is going to be a bigger split. Obviously. Okay? But that's not worth your soul. Is that much money worth your soul? Boogie, you can make that much money a month just by streaming. Just by streaming. You have enough haters that would send you money just to shit on you. Is it worth selling your soul? No, it's not.
He owes me that money. That money is mine, not his. He approved the vacation. No one has ever been docked before. Certainly, Cancer Boy wasn't docked for losing his fake shares.
He approved the vacation. That's the actual thing that I want.
And not only that, he said to me, "You have to do it for me a couple weeks. As soon as you go on vacation, I got it." And I've missed other. I've been told that I could go home early because of how late I got to stay up, and that's happened on stream a few times. And I was told I won't lose if I miss a cast.
Don't forget the most important part where Keem didn't work for 2 to 3 weeks in June and didn't take a pay cut.
And that was and he didn't.
Funny how that worked out, right? I bet you Keem didn't dock his own pay.
Take a pay cut when he didn't work for 2 months.
Conveniently, Tommy's the only person who's taken a pay cut for not being on stream. Everyone else has been paid.
How much have you been offered from that end? If it's not the full $6,000.
I don't know. I haven't listened to any offers. It's $6,300. I'd rather get nothing than one dime less.
Sorry to butt in, but Keemstar replied to a Willie Mac tweet about this.
Yeah.
I just sent you it. So.
All right, I'll put that on screen. Let's see. Tommy only did one stream in July. It was July. He sold it multiple times.
That's a lie. He did 3. He was on there July 9th, July 10th, and July 15th. That's why Keemstar deleted that tweet. Because he realized he was wrong.
That is a stream that he told multiple people that he was quitting. No, that's what I said. I was thinking of quitting. multiple people. I only told Nick. I was thinking quitting because of the way pool and pensions. I never quit. So how did? Then he decided to go, I'm fired. So he purposely started a bunch of feuds with me on vacation. I did not start a bunch of feuds. I simply refused to sign the NDA. My only recourse, because I don't need legal recourse here in Germany, is, so I said once, I'm not going to sign it. I said twice sternly. Third time, I showed everybody, I took the screenshot and I showed everyone the NDA and how ridiculous it was. He then proceeded to call me a liar, saying it wasn't open. It's out. It is a ridiculous NDA. It was completely ridiculous. Then he said, what do you want gone? And I wasn't going to play that way because I go, the only way I'll sign it is if it says, do not talk about financials, which I knew was illegal because you can't tell people they can't talk about financials. But this thing was just a vehicle to get me fired anyway. So he wouldn't do that. I didn't stream when I came home. And another thing is, if there could have been more streams between that time. If you didn't do them, that's on you. So this thing, when you come back on vacation, he still didn't work. No, I was totally willing to work. You wouldn't fire up a stream. I came back on Thursday. You wouldn't fire it until I signed the NDA, which I refused to sign. And I was under no obligation to sign. Then he fired up a live stream and started leaking all sorts of financial.
Then that's not Tommy's fault. If Keemstar wouldn't fire up that live stream because Tommy wouldn't sign that NDA, that's not Tommy's fault that they didn't put any content out there, that they didn't stream. That's not Tommy's fault. That was Keemstar's responsibility.
Information, forcing me to fire him. No, I'm sorry. That's not what happened at all. I did 2 streams, and you refused to stream or do anything until I signed that NDA. And then went on and then did what he did. That the one stream that I wasn't allowed on. That was the thing. The one on Saturday was really great because on Thursday we all agreed we were going to start on Tuesday. He put the fear of God at them over the weekend. We've gone over this before, and they were like, "Let's stream now. Let's stream now." You know what the meeting was about, Muta? We don't want to wing it. So I said, look, after we had our meeting Thursday, I made my schedule for the rest of the week. I wasn't on vacation that week. I made my schedule after that was agreed. I said I could do something Sunday, but it definitely wasn't Saturday. And that's when they fired up the stream. That stream I deleted. I didn't know he was behind that at the time. But then I lost my perms, and then it went right back up. So that thing was a total work. That was a total fucking drama work with Boogie and Keem. I
just found out today that there was no ownership of the podcast by anybody. I thought that it was a 25% split.
We were told we get 25%. We were told we were 25% owners, but nobody believes it. I never had it in writing, so therefore it was never true.
Ooh. Muta actually thought that they were all owners until that day. What clips? I'm good. We don't need the clips. Yeah, I know. I know you clipped it. I don't need the clips. We're good. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know, Tom. We've all seen it. Yeah. We've all seen it. We know what Keem said on there.
Keemstar's been on to say that I was technically right that he owns the thing lock, stock, and barrel.
I mean, I just got sent the updated financials on Lolcow podcast, and apparently from what Nick told me, Nick showed me the new ones. He's like 6,543 is what you're owed, not even 6,300.
Yeah, I'll take 6,300. I'm calling it a fucking day, but I'm not going down any lower than that. I just did that off the top of my head. So it's probably 600, 5,000. That's what I'm owed. But I'll just like $200. I don't give a shit. I want out. I don't need good. The whole thing behind the NDA was trying to get out from under me to begin with. I was willing to stream every day, and he said we have to do the NDA first, and I said no, and he refused to stream. And then when we came to an agreement, when me and Boogie and Wings came to an agreement, that's when they fired up the stream. When they knew
I wouldn't have signed that damn NDA either. There ain't no damn way I would have signed that NDA. No. Hell no. The hell I'm going to sign an NDA for? What? We can't talk about financials? I'm sorry the 2 idiots signed it. The 2 that were talking about financials. I'm sorry they signed it. I'm not signing it. I didn't talk about financials. Y'all did.
I made my schedule for that weekend. I had people over here. I keep screaming on the fucking microphone. My fucking mother-in-law's in the other room. Sorry.
Stop the point, bitch.
And he knew that. Once he knew that, you could have pushed it to the next day. But no, we had to do this phony act where fucking Boogie dresses up like a clown, and he acts like he's taking the bull by the horns and doing this because Wings and Tommy won't. That's not what happened. I'm not finding the time he didn't work, but he did it every other time when I was allowed to leave early and when I was allowed to miss streams because they were late or what have you. I was always paid, and so was everybody else, including Keem, including the other guy who was technically fired, even though he wasn't fired.
So basically, for the biggest month, and now that money is being split between 3 people.
Yes,
and that's it.
Yeah, there you go. It's just a scam.
And here is where Muta turned. Here's where Muta turned and was like, yeah, Tommy needs to get paid for that month. No negotiations. Tommy needs to get paid that month.
This whole thing has been a scam, and I got scammed. He just couldn't bear. He did this last time with Babe. When the big money started coming with the sponsorships, he cannot bear to pay me. For some reason, he's got some kind of aversion to paying me. That's it. So
is there any way where you can take like the lower payout and like we can just
no.
make you whole?
He could be
I feel
a
fucking
thief.
terrible. I really feel
He
bad.
could be a thief. How about that? And I'll skip out the 6,000. You be a thief, and you keep your money. Keep your fucking money, thief. Nobody. The only thing where you haven't worked is it was retroactively implied. Because if anybody didn't work, there was no problem. Everybody got 25% was brought in. So that was only applied retroactively after I refused to sign the NDA. And I worked technically I worked up because I took the vacation. I was home when I said I was being home. He refused to stream. It was just, so he wouldn't do anything until I signed the NDA, and then he said he didn't, then he turns around and says, well, I didn't work. And then he took the month off prior. He told me, look, I need you to do this. I'm really, really busy right now, and I'll take over for you when you go on vacation. At no time was I told.
You know what? Based on the new information I'm getting, I really feel like you're owed this money.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just worried.
And that's why I'm not going. That's why I said I talked to you, because any negotiation I have, because look at this thing right here that you put in chat before. Tommy, you're not going to scam me, so maybe you can scam these viewers into thinking you're a victim when you didn't even work. So the thing was, nobody ever said that I wouldn't get paid during that time. It was only retroactively applied when I refused to sign the NDA. Because all this is about ego. It's talking about money.
There was nothing even in that Lolcow live group chat that we were a part of. That
nothing. And you heard me reject that thing politely, and you heard me reject that thing sternly. Okay, they put it in audio. No, I'm not signing it. It's open-ended, and it's utterly ridiculous, and it's illegal. And like you really want to get an NDA, hire a German lawyer and have them sit down with me over here. And then they're going to tell you can't do that. Just let it talk about what he wants to talk about when he wants to talk about it. So he didn't want to fire me right away because
it's such an optically bad thing for that show.
It's also
Yes. Optically, this was bad.
Destructive. It's just self-destructive too. It hurts the podcast. Like as soon as it's at its height, as soon as the stuff, like nobody expected to get 10,000 after this, but we could have held on to a little more and made a little more scratch and had more fucking sort of organic moments. The one big thing that happens, and he just couldn't bear it apart because it's me. He just can't bear it apart. So I just want my money and I want to be gone, and that's it. So his reputation for not being a scammer, I'm not scamming you. I took a vacation that you approved, and you've never docked anybody, including myself, and told me not to worry about missing streams. But all of a sudden, I didn't work.
Do you have his approval?
And I was waiting to work when I came home Thursday. He refused to do it because I wouldn't sign the NDA. So I streamed. And did I talk about Lolcow in that time? No. There are 2 streams here. I'll show them to you right now. That I said one of them I open up with. One of them I actually open up with is like, look, I can't. We're still trying to work the thing out.
Wait, do you? I just want to ask, do you have his approval? Like, just screenshot it, or like a video memo that he might have left? Because if you do, we got that's just debt to rights. Like,
no. All this was done verbally. All this was done verbally. That's why I had to roll my fucking eyes every time he's talking about shares and shit and ownership. I just went along with it because it was just utter and complete bullshit. All right, so this is 6 days ago. I was home from vacation. I streamed about Critical. Then I did my stupid love phones thing. Right, 4 days later. Then when Boogie pulled the shit and said I was scamming them and I refused to work and stuff, I had to absolutely respond to the public and tell him.
I don't understand how you're not mad at Boogie or even Wings, but especially Boogie. I do not understand how you're not mad at Boogie. Boogie threw you under the bus and is constantly throwing you under the bus because he's a piece of shit. And he's sucking Keem's dick.
This whole thing about financials is bullshit. This is trying to force me to sign a NDA that is not legal, that is only going to be a tool for the public to justify firing me, and I'm not making it easy on him. And that was done 3 days ago on the 4th. Yeah.
Tommy, I think he might have approved it in one of the Lolcow live streams, like publicly.
I think I approved what?
No, Keem approved your whole vacation.
In one of the streams?
Because you talked about taking your time off after you took his time out.
Yeah.
No, I'll try to find that. I'll try to find that because he said you said you would cover him in June for those weeks he's gone, and he would cover you afterwards because you're not going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find that. I'll go.
And now only retro.
If it's in the public stream, like that your whole vacation was approved, then this whole thing is in your favor. Debt to rights needs to be paid $6,300. Now in that case, if you're still not paid $6,300, then I feel really fucking bad that you've worked all this time and not got.
I knew what I was getting into. So I can't really cry too much about that. But I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'll be on the surface of what I'm doing. I'm just trying to I'm trying to get my money. That's it. And I don't have any other recourse. This is my only recourse. I didn't have any recourse to reject the NDA and not being told the public that I quit. So I had to do this. I know how it works. I've basically worked around him, with him, on and off.
Yeah, because if he would have said, I quit, fuck you, I quit. I mean, he still would have been owed the money. But Keem, Lolcow podcast, Keem included, would be able to say, Tommy quit, I didn't fire him. And optically, that would look a little bit better because that means Tommy walked away from the show instead of Tommy getting kicked off the show.
the last 8 years. I know the stories. I know how he operates. You see how he behaves in there.
Bitch.
So literally my only recourse to get a nickel. And you know what? If I don't get the money, at least I went down swinging.
I know that's
I mean, the
right.
thing about the whole editor stuff is like even the way that Pollard Pencils was like treated towards the tail end of that like whole like when he just got fired out of nowhere. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know. It really did feel like a comical work environment.
Yeah.
You know, to the point where it's like, if you don't listen to what I say, then you're fucking fired.
Yeah.
There's no reason. From what so when I was
And Muta is saying this as Keemstar's friend. Muta is another one that says publicly he is friends with Keemstar. And he gives the reason why. I think he had appendicitis or something, and Keemstar was the one that was calling him every day to make sure he was okay. And he remembers that. But even Muta, Keemstar's friend, is saying this. Again, if everybody is saying it, and everybody is opposite of what you're saying, then maybe you need to check yourself. Everybody saw it for what it was. Yeah, Muta is fair. Yes.
called earlier today, like fucking just by Keem or whatever, he made it sound like you really just wanted to quit the whole time and you don't want to come
No,
back.
that's not true. I only told privately. I told Diorio that I didn't like the way Pooler Temples, and I'm having reservations about the way they're being treated. I never quit. It was just a conversation between a friend and saying, "Boy, should I do this?" And he's like, "No, you really should stick this out." That's what happened. If that's fucking telling everybody I'm going to quit, like I don't know what the fuck could be. That sounds like I don't know, bitching about your job.
You had a thought crime of quitting the show.
Yeah, I thought about quitting after he was treating people like shit because I knew the turnover of. Well, first of all, we really need an editor, all right? And I knew the turnover would eventually affect. Like, why don't I just get out of this shit? It's gonna fucking crash and burn anyway, and it's gonna crash and burn now because he keeps making the same decisions. Every decision he's made, right, is hurt the show. It's just hurt the show. The bottom line is make the best show for the Lolcow fans as humanly possible. And all he's done from the beginning is destroy the reputation. Whether it's work or it's not, everybody thinks it is. That's his doing, 100%.
Yes, it is. Tommy's not wrong. Tommy's not wrong. Keem is really bad at optics. And Keem says he doesn't care. But if he doesn't care, then why does he go to the comment section? Why does he ask his chat if Boogie should be fired? Why does he do all that? Why does he do the polls in his chat? Why does he pick apart comments in the comment section if he actually didn't care about optics? He does one thing and he says one thing and does another. You obviously care what people say if you're doing shit like that. If Keem doesn't care, why does he call to the Reddit and Twitter and cry about that? I mean, Neon, you're not wrong. Yeah, he does. He cares a lot.
You know, when you say, "Oh, that's crazy," da, 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 you know, fucking these guys are not like 13 like they were in 2016. They're in their 20s. They have jobs of their own. They know when you take a vacation, right, from work, and then you come back and I'm not paying you for that. They know that's bullshit. 13-year-olds don't know that's bullshit. Because mommy and daddy pay for everything.
I think for like a fucking, I think just for the PR sense for this show, and for what is right, you should just be paid for the month that you were on. And you know, if they want to separate you out of the show, you should be paid out your. Think of it kind of like, you know, just your final check and then be done with it.
Oh, that's what. That's exactly. That is my only recourse if that happened. Because believe me, I'm not going back. There will be no other baited or anything like that. Or if there is, it's gonna be without me. And that was another one of his decisions. He knew by firing me, like that it might. Like, how could that not put the future of baited in jeopardy? The first thing, you know, he wrote me. The first
chat's like, I'm involved in
Oh my God, listen to this. Holy shit.
ownership.
Yeah.
I have no ownership, nor have I ever been paid by the show once. I show up just out of like a friendly sense. That's it. There is no, like if Keem would yell at me over this, I could not care less.
Let me tell you something. Well, he doesn't yell at you because you're a millionaire. That's why he didn't yell at Face Banks. But Tom, I'm gonna make this clear. Tom, Muta, and Nick, they only wanted it to work, and they only wanted to help, and that's all they ever did.
Yeah.
That's all they ever did. And then, you know, Nick said he left because in December he was trying to figure out a way to fire me because he's constantly moving the chess pieces around. More destruction. Everything is self-inflicted here. You know, and for him, it's probably just like, if I don't pay him, I got him. It's all about winning and signing the NDA, whatever. So I'm taking my last swing at it because I'm due those wages. I completed my obligations and my vacation was approved. I did 2 weeks before him and he was supposed to take over for me. I did the biggest stream, one of the biggest streams in history in the commentary community. I deserve to be paid. I was only gone for 10 days, and the reason it didn't start again as soon as I came back, was because he was trying to force me into an NDA, which I clearly, and you heard it, clearly rejected.
Oh, absolutely. I would have rejected it too. Ain't no damn way I would sign that NDA and kiss my ass.
Politely, sternly, and then
It wouldn't
publicly.
even be like a fucking valid NDA in that sense. It's like
He doesn't care because there's a vehicle.
It's like, yeah.
It was a vehicle.
The NDA would only. It was interesting because it was conflated too. It's like you can't discuss your finances, but then when the Boogie stuff was referenced, it's like this is somebody that's just actively lying about their payment to a journalist.
I
like,
get
of
why
course
he
that
didn't
can be
like.
treated differently.
I get why he didn't like them talking about that stuff. I get it. I told Wings not to talk about stuff on the show on his own streams. Begged him not to do it. Did it anyway. This is the Lolcow stuff. Boogie, when he's cornered, he will lie. He will say absolutely fucking anything. And then I also get accused of releasing stuff. The only people, and he's admitted this. He says the only people, because he said that maybe I didn't go public with any of the financial information that have talked about finances publicly were Keemstar, Boogie, and Wings, not me. Yet I need to sign an NDA.
Exactly. And honestly, none of that should have been talked. Do you know how bad form it is to do that? I don't know. I just see it as bad form. You know, cracking a joke every now and then, sure, fine. You know, like we joke around, like Nick will joke around and saying, yep, that was the pinball machine month. Okay, that's a joke. But to talk about it in detail like they were talking about it on the show, that is so just bad form to me. It's tacky. Thank you. That's the word. It's tacky. It's very, very tacky. And the thing you don't understand, I don't think Keemstar or Wings or Boogie understands, is your audience will remember everything you say. And they'll keep it in the back of their head. Like, come on.
It's complete bogus because he can't even keep me from talking about it to begin with. And he can't keep Boogie and Wings from talking about it. And his NDA is completely unenforceable. But, yeah, they could end up in court trying to defend themselves. And when you get thrown out, you've lost a couple grand. Good move, guys. I want to be with Keemstar. I don't like Tom. I don't think Tom's got enough energy. Well, he's got the money to sue you. I don't.
That is my favorite part. Looking back with Boogie talking to CoffeeZilla and that whole thing of him saying he's not getting paid and Keemstar freaking out about that, and then here we are. It's really funny.
Yeah, it's anything to win. It's just contrarian behavior to get it. It's anything to win. It couldn't be about money. The guy just bought a Cybertruck. But boy, he acts broke.
Listen, fuckhead.
So I'm not. Whatever. I'm standing on principle on this one. All right, let me take some calls, Muta.
All right. And Muta hung out while they took more calls and stuff like that. I'm just glad it ended the way it ended. I actually believe that Keemstar is going to pay him. I do. I believe Keemstar is going to pay him for the simple fact that he put that on Twitter and he knew every single drama tuber took a screenshot of that tweet. He knew it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, hold on. My bad. And that's the tweet right there. Tommy, on September 1st, on the normal pay schedule, you'll be paid the normal 25% for the full month of July. Should be around $6K. I've deleted all my previous comments. I still very much want a conversation to resolve other issues outside of this. Tommy did eventually see that in his stream. And Tommy's like, yeah, I'll talk to him after I get paid. And I don't blame Tommy. Get paid, and then they can talk. But he needs that check in his hand first. So, we'll find out what happens on the 1st, but I actually do believe Keemstar is going to pay him. I do. For the simple fact he put that shit out on Twitter. Neon, they weren't the only ones. They weren't the only ones. Hey, NYT Mom. They definitely weren't the only ones. I was busy, so I really couldn't tweet a lot about it, so I was retweeting people, because again, I'm playing Vampire the Masquerade, trying to watch Tommy when other people were doing stuff, talking to Verse in the background, when he was giving me a play-by-play because I was telling him I was busy, arguing in a group chat about it. I was really busy literally during Tommy's stream. But, yeah, those three, they weren't the only ones. You know? I'm just glad that it didn't get messier. I'm thankful. And I'm thankful that I didn't have to come on here and be super aggro about it. Because I was really prepared to get super aggro. So. Even Muta said if Keem didn't pay, there should be a video out by him, meaning maybe even Muta. Yeah, Muta might have said something if he didn't get paid. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Everybody would have made a video. Could you imagine if Ethan Klein would have got a hold of this if he didn't pay Tommy? Could you imagine what Ethan Klein would have done with this? It's bad optics all the way around. Oh, I'm sure he already knows. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. You know? This could have ended up bad, but it didn't. And I do believe Keem's going to pay him. I do. And that's the right thing to do. I told you this yesterday, Keem. It is the right thing to do. You know, Skip, that's what I'm wondering. Skip says, issues between Keem and other YouTubers is one thing, but losing audience support is something else entirely. I'm curious to see what happens with their viewership. I am too. And I'm pretty sure, I have a feeling that it'll be up for the next couple of live streams because people are going to want to see if they slip up and say something or what kind of shit Boogie's going to talk or whatever. I would say give it a couple of weeks and then they're going to plateau on whatever they're going to be at unless something big happens. But you know people are going to watch to see if they say anything. You know what I mean? We had 20 or 30 people yesterday alone that I counted that came from Lolcow community. Yeah. Tommy had a huge stream yesterday over this. Tommy had a huge stream. He had over 2,500 at one point that I noticed. Tommy's like the people's champ. I don't know what Keemstar was thinking. Keemstar has to understand that his audience isn't teenagers anymore. They're working adults now. You think different. It's like Tommy said, you think differently at 13 than you do at 20. You start noticing more at 20 than you did at 13. NYT Mom for $4.99. Keem will pay because he knows how bad it would be for business if he doesn't. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yes, 100%. Thank you for the $4.99, NYT Mom. Yeah, and Stan, the audience was pretty much like, well, if Keem won't pay you, then we will. Yeah, that's true. Hell, I gave him $20 at the end. Saying Tommy W all day, every day. Oh, that's funny, boo-hoo. That's funny. I can't believe I still have the tippy lights. I don't know, man. I know that's right, Skip. Listen, I'm very selective on my hate watching now. I used to hate watch a bunch of people. Listen, if I'm covering it, I'll hate watch it. If I'm not covering it, 9 times out of 10, I don't care unless I'm trying to be like secretly messy and watch the shit go down. You know? So, alright, well, let's see. I told y'all about the cricket. I showed y'all the art that Top Tomato made, which, I have a feeling that y'all are going to see that art on this channel because I really love it. I love that art that, Top Tomato made. That's so good. I'm coming out with new assets for the channel. So all this, like, squiggly lines or whatever, those are going away. Jaden made a new intro, outro. I'm going to have a Be Right Back screen. And then my 2 scenes were just talking to y'all. And, yeah, and I'm really hoping to be back on camera soon. So, yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. We were here for 2.5 hours. I swear to God, I thought we were gonna be here for 4. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Oh, YouTube's being stupid, I see. Okay, YouTube, stop being stupid. Okay, who is... Nope, upcoming. All right, well, we'll just have to just end the show. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you to the chatters in the chat. It was lovely as always, even though y'all squirrel, but that's okay. I squirrel too. You know, we're a bunch of squirrels running around in this chat on this channel. And thank you to my lurkers. As always, you guys rock. And I'm getting out of here. Have a great night, day, morning, weekend, wherever the hell you are. And behave. All right? Try to behave. I know my audience has a problem with behaving. Y'all have behavioral problems, and I get that. Try to behave. Goodbye.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane. Making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name, I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame, no I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker